right in the midst of the season, with that green light here to get going, and we are good to go. Hey guys, how you going? So down BKRsport, we are here for round number 13. Oh wait, I've still got round 12 on my on the title. Actually, I should change that. I really should be changing that one because it is round 13, isn't it? I'm pretty certain it is. Am I crazy? Am I crazy right now? It is round 13, yeah. So I need to change that title name because it is not the round of the 12. It is round of the 13. Give me 1 second here, guys. While I do this, you may as well hit that thumbs up button. You may as well, but let's just change a few things here so that it has the actual correct round. Otherwise, you guys are just going to go crazy. You're going to be like, well, that's just bullshit, BKR. It would be. It would have been. But let's get into today's video. So that's all done now. Obviously, today we've got the Redcliffe Dolphins taking on St George Illawarra Dragons. We are right in the middle of the season. Obviously, Origin period is on Wednesday. Well, we're in Origin period, but Origin is on Wednesday. That's going to be absolutely massive. We'll be streaming here live for that one. That's a huge game, huge stream. And this obviously is not too heavily... actually, no, the Dragons are heavily affected by the loss of Ben Hunt to Origin. But I wouldn't say overall this game is one of the bigger games in regards to losing players by any means. Obviously, there's a lot of teams that have a bye. The Storm, the Titans, the Dogs, the Sharkies have a bye as well. The Roosters, and a few other teams there. But there's a lot of byes this weekend. Only 5 games. We will be live for all of them. But in this game, let's get into the 2 team lineups. For the Dolphins, we've got Mark Nichols, Mason Teague, Paisa Fama-Usili, and Valencia Tefare coming in, with Felice Kafusi, Hamisa Tabuai-Fidow, JJ Collins, and Tom Gilbert being out. For the Dolphins, they've got Cody Nikarima as the fullback, Jermaine Sarko and Tessie New on the wings, with Ewan Aiken and Branko Lee in the centres. Anthony Milford is the 5'8", Isai Katoa as the halfback, with Jesse Bromwich as the captain, front row alongside Herman Ese. Jerry Marshall King is the hooker. You've got Kenneth Bromwich and Kennelly Lemielu as the back rowers, and then Ray Stone is the lock. Jared Wallace, Mark Nichols, Mason Teague, and Valencia Tefare as the interchange, with Paisa Fama-Usili as the 18th man replacement. So the Dolphins, obviously, they do lose those 2 guys in not JJ Collins, Hamisa Tabuai-Fidow and Felice Kafusi and Tom Gilbert, Tabuai-Fidow to Origin, Gilbert to Origin and Kafusi due to suspension, but he would have been gone for Origin regardless. I guess if he had have actually been playing, though, they would have still had Gilbert, because Gilbert might have only been selected because of the fact that Felice Kafusi was there. I'm not too sure. It's interesting to think about. But yeah, the Dolphins have had a few players out, but the fact of the matter is the core still effectively does stay together here, besides that loss in that fullback role. Moving over to the Dragons now, they've got Billy Burns, Jack Bird, and Michael Mollo coming in, with Ben Hunt, Blake Laurie, and Jaden Sewer going out. Obviously, massive loss there for Ben Hunt. Everyone always says that if it wasn't for Ben Hunt last year, they probably would have come last. And whether that's true or not, they obviously would have lost a lot without Ben Hunt. Tyrell Sloan is the fullback, with Matthew Finai and Michaeli Aravalawa as the wingers. A bit of toss-a-50 action there. Zach Lomax and Moses Sully in the centres, alongside Talatau Mo as the 5'8", and Jaden Sullivan in the halfback. You've got Francis Mollo and Michael Mollo on the front row, with Jacob Little as the hooker. Jack Bird and Ben Murdoch-Marcelo are the back row, and then Jack DeBellin is the captain today. He's playing lock. Moses Mbai, Toby Couchman, Jaden Hunt, and Josh Kerr at the interchange, with Billy Burns as the 18th man replacement. So, yeah, look, I personally believe that the Dolphins are going to win today. I think that Ben Hunt is too big of a loss here for the Dragons to win. However, the Dragons did win by a good old 20 or so points when they played in Wollongong. However, obviously, this is not in Wollongong. This one is in... This one is at KO Stadium in Redcliffe, so they finally get to play a home game. Like, obviously, they've been playing Suncorp all year long. Like, the Dolphins fans can't be complaining about not playing games locally, unlike other teams who have been away for 6 weeks now, 7 weeks going on next week. But yeah, look, obviously, I think the Dolphins should be able to get this job done, even though they do lose a couple of their players. Nikarima has a really good record coming from that fullback role, and as I was saying before, the Dragons have a horrific record without Ben Hunt playing in the game. So I'll take the Dolphins here 1-12. I can see a world where they win 13+, but I'll take the Dolphins here 1-12, and in a relatively confident, but not too crazy scoreline, but relatively confident win is what I would say there. But guys, obviously hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get into the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Ubion says Dolphins 50+. I definitely don't think that's going to be happening. Dolphins 50+ is a wild statement. Abanaya Shah says over or under match, guys. I would say that I would look at the over. I don't think that either team defensively are that fantastic. The Dolphins can definitely give up points. The Dragons obviously can give up points as well. Both these teams, have enough scoring prowess to be able to score and put some points on. So I would say probably the over, yeah. Brocky Sports getting around it. Jay says, hey, it's round 13. Thanks, mate. Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Cool Strikes can't see Dragons winning without Hunt. I can see a world where it happens, Telltale Moan and Jaden Sullivan. Telltale Moan, Jaden Sullivan. Look, I'm not going to back it in. I'm not going to say that the Dragons do win it, but there's been crazier shocks. It's crazy surprise than seeing the Dragons lose. It's because if you look at their backline, Tyrell Sloan, he can have a really good game, also can have a really bad game, but usually it's when you don't expect it the most, and I definitely don't know if I'd expect it today, but he probably goes out and have a cracker. Fiona and Ravalawa are really top two wingers there. They're really good wingers. Moses Sully and Zach Lomax. Lomax a cat, but Moses Sully is a really hard runner of the ball, but Lomax obviously does have still, quality in him when he wants to have it. So, overall, I'd say that backline there for the Dragons definitely shouldn't be thinking that 1 through 5 shouldn't be thinking that they're outdone by the 1 through 5 of the Dolphins, because I'd say the Dragons 1 through 5 is better than the Dolphins 1 through 5 of Nicarima, Isako, Teti, New, Pranko, Lee, and Ewan Aiken. I'd say that the Dragons win that battle there. And in regards to the halves, it's not a crazy deal different. They've got Milford and Isai Katoa versus Telltale Moan and Jaden Sullivan. Look, I'd probably lean with the experience alongside the youth of Milford and Katoa. However, you don't know what you're going to get out of these young guys in Telltale Moan and Jaden Sullivan, so you could arguably lean with them. I personally probably just lean with the Dolphins, and in the hope that Milford has one of his rando games. But Isai Katoa's been fine, so maybe I'd just lean with the Dolphins there, but it's not too different. When it comes to the forwards, however, I do have the Dolphins pretty dramatically in front. Jesse Bromwich and Herman SAS are clear of Michael Mollo and Francis Mollo, not even close to me. I've got Jerry Marshall King clear of Jacob Little as well. Kenneth Bromwich and Kennelly Lemielu, player for player, I've got them better than Jack Bird and Ben Matansilla, especially in the form that Kennelly Lemielu is playing, because you can't doubt what Kenny Bromwich can offer. But Kennelly Lemielu is a guy that a lot of people didn't know before this season started. Was it the Cowboys? I think it was. But anyway, the point of the matter is that he's been having an incredible season. So I actually personally take those two back rowers over Jack Bird and Ben Matansilla. But I do, however, take Jack DeBellin over Ray Stone. So the only forward area that I believe the Dragons win in today is Jack DeBellin. And the Dolphins are known for being a very physical team that can grind it out and really just push you to the edge. And besides that one game they played down there in Wollongong, the fact of the matter is that the Dolphins are a solid enough team. And although they'll give up points, they still should be able to win this game with no Ben Hunt there for the Dragons. Flash says, g'day BKR, get around you, bro. Appreciate you for tuning in. Star Wars Fanboy says, Dolphins win, Ray Stone anytime, maybe a double. I like it. I don't know what's your obsession with Ray Stone, though. You always talk about Ray Stone. Bit of a random player to have like a massive obsession over, but get around you. Medvedev says, Freddie wants to put Luai in the dummy role, replacing Appy. I don't know if it's true, but what do you think about it? That makes no sense. I guess... Well, look, I guess that what he's trying to do is implement the 3-half strategy, like I've told you guys many, many times that New South Wales could go with. They're probably obviously trying to implement that 3-half strategy of keeping clear on the field alongside Luai and then obviously bringing Nico Hines in. So we're going to do an in-depth preview about it on Monday on the channel, a live stream probably with the Sports Show TV boys. And go over it. Myself as a Queenslander, one of them as a New South Wales supporter. So yeah, I would say that's probably what the strategy is there from Freddie, to utilise that similarity to what the Rabbitohs did back in 2020 or 21, where they utilised Adam Reynolds, Cody Walker, and Benchy Marshall at the exact same time. AJ Ellis says the Dolphins win by 14. Cortez says, g'day lads, get around you, bro. RVIDYN says, fins up the bum. Thanks, mate. Thank you very much for that really intellectual comment there. Really appreciate that one, mate. Really appreciate that one. Display name says, I think Dolphins will win by 4. EA says, I'm expecting big things from Lomax. Muppet. Zach, you'll get around your member for 4 months. Says, low tax about to own the Dolphins. You reckon the Dragons win this game? All right. Mr. Remy says, he's still keen on Val tonight. Still keen on Val tonight. What does that mean? Val, is there when someone says Val, I immediately think Valentine Holmes. I don't know what Val means. I'm not too sure. Oh, Valencia Tefare. Absolutely. If he's playing, 100%, he's on the bench here unless it's been changed. Absolutely, Valencia Tefare is a great player. Looks like he could be a great player. Obviously, defensively, he has a little bit to work on, but attacking-wise, wowee. And we all saw how much effort and, how much effort he puts into the play of chasing that player down in the Q Cup last week. So, you can't really doubt it. But then again, there must be a reason why you're saying that, to be fair. Jai says, surely Dragons can turn up tonight. Cortez says, Lomax is a flop, bro. Hope he gets dropped again. You know my thoughts on that. Olivia Reed with the $8 return donation. Yeah, another day, another donation. Get around to you. Olivia says, BKR has a secret fin on tonight. I do not have a secret fin on tonight, Olivia. I do not have a secret fin on tonight, Olivia. Cut fins off. But I reckon they win tonight. But cut them off. Cut them off. Flaxy, get around you, brother. Get around you. Appreciate you for joining up as a member. Get around you, bro. Methodist says, the place is true. Do you have a secret fin on right now? You shut your dirty mouth. You should. No way, son. If I had a fin on, it'd be like this, and it would be like half cast for the Sharks. That's the only fin that I would do for my mum. Besides that, no. No. Arflake says, Gold Coast trip is booked for round 25. Cole Strike says, my bottom four is Knights, Dragons, Roosters, and Cowboys. Well, it's a big call to say the Roosters do finish there in the end. It is a big call. Aiden Chapman says, Yo, Blazers, Aiden, how you going? We get around it, brother. We get around it. We keep on moving. We keep on grooving. This is the grind part of the season. You got to really push through this part, really create content, just keep smashing it out and wait for that origin. Go bang, 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 bang. And then you get a really big revitalizing kick for that last end of this part of the season. And then I enjoy my time in Fiji at the end of the year, right? So, yeah, it's all about just kind of maintaining and just keep on going, because especially when you support a team like the Titans who... I love my boys. I love the people that were around. I can't wait for next week's home game. First time in 7 weeks. It does get a bit of a drain. It does really take a lot out of you, especially when you're going to every single game and having to deal with dickheads like we dealt with on Sunday. Fact of the matter is that you've got to keep going, keep supporting, and keep pushing. And this is where a lot of people fall off, because it's just a real slow period where you just got to kind of push through into that origin period. Sorry. Olivia with the $3 return donation says, also I'll see you on the 25th of June. Oh no, here we go. What's on the 25th of June? What's on the 25th of June? I tell you what. This is the Suncorp game. This is the Titans first. Yeah. Oh man. Can that be a little bit further away, please? Yeah, it is that one. Yeah, I thought so. Can that be a bit further away? But I need that home game. I'll be revitalising and refreshed for it after that home game, to be fair. I will be. I'll be ready to go again. Coco says, who you got to win? I've got the Dolphins to win this game, and I'm relatively confident in it. Without Ben Hunt, the Dragons should falter, but, I've seen crazier things happen. Mr. Rimmer says, Valencia, yeah, I think Valencia Tafara is a good player. Big centre, yeah, big centre. I believe he plays in the back row as well, so, if they want to chuck him into the back row, that'd be good for Supercoach. They chuck him into the back row, tackling-wise and whatnot, but I think that, realistically, they're probably going to play him in the back row. Get around a big man. All the way in Zakynthos in Greece. It's 12:30 p.m. over there. If you guys go to Zakynthos in Greece, you better be the Dragons fan. I'm telling you right now. If you aren't a Dragons fan over there, I tell you, there's something wrong with you. Get around, Zach Hewitt says, no, it was a piss take. Have the Dolphins winning 26-12. You're a silly man, Zach, but not for the prediction. But you're a silly man for the piss take. Mr. Rivers, I just realised that the R in your name is Red. Secret Redcliffe fan. Me grasping straws. Oh boy, hey, oh boy, you people are silly. You people are silly. AJ, I just won Stimson's game worn jersey from the weekend. Good stuff, mate. Arflake says, live by the sword, die by the sword. What are you referencing? Are you talking about like with the Titans? Then absolutely. Like if you're talking about with the Titans, oh man, oh boy. Star Wars Fanboy says, I was watching some highlights recently and a lot of them had the little puppy man. Just can't wait to see him back, but it looks like he won't be back all year. Yeah, I do really worry for him. I worry for him as a player. Like, he is an exceptional player when he's on, and he is a fantastic player to watch. One of my favourite players to watch. You guys know, when I did the draft, which I hopefully will do every year with Guru, Clarkey, and the random Sats guy, Rando. It's always good fun with those guys, always good banter, always good laugh. I took Ryan Pappenhausen as my fullback in that draft, and I love watching him go. I love watching him play. So I do have really serious concerns about whether he can implement himself as he used to be, because he has to trust himself and trust his injury. And unfortunately, that injury was so brutal. We all watched it live. When he played the Raiders in Melbourne, I believe it was, or it might have been Canberra, but it was so, you felt it. Like, even if you think about it now, you can still feel the shattering of the knee. And I've never seen, like, the worst injury I've ever watched in rugby league was Jarrell Yao back in the day, and I watched that live as well, and that was brutal to watch, the ankle. but that was really close with Ryan Papenhuyzen too. Like it's definitely second for mine. It would be second. If you guys know one that was worse than his, besides Jarrell Yao coming away, but I just feel like those two are the ones that when I think of an injury in the NRL, like the serious ones, those two are the ones that I really look at. So I hope he gets back up. I hope he gets back up and rocking and rolling. Olivia says, I got special entertainment tickets for that game. I'm so excited getting to see them in the sheds. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. You get to see all the committee up close. Sheikh Bentley says, Felisa Tefare started playing rugby league last year. Did he really? Is that true? That's wild. That's right. Flaxy with the $4 donation says, this is for tissues when Queensland gets swept. Yeah, thank you for your $4 donation, sir. You haven't got a sweep in 23 years. Ryan, can you actually answer for me? How old are you? I would like to know if you're above or below the age of 23. Because if you're talking about, like, if you're below the age of 23, God help your soul, talking about tissues for when Queensland gets swept. Because in your entire lifetime, you're 21. So in your entire lifetime, Ryan, let me just get this straight. In your entire lifetime, your team has never got a sweep. I've witnessed multiple. Just FYI. Just FYI. I've witnessed multiple for Queensland this month. You, my friend, have never seen a sweep of Bruno. No sweeping here. No broomski here. Only against your team. You've actually witnessed it against your team. So thank you for coming. Nice try. And this is the thing. You'll go and learn this when you're at Seabus. You'll go and learn. I'm a tough one. I'm a tough one to get past. Iki says Dolphins 22-18 Dragons. I like that. That'd be a good game. Alex McKinnon, 2013. I don't, yes, RVIDYM. I agree with you that was a more serious injury in regards to that kind of thing. But I'm also talking about, the brutality of it. I think that the brutality of it doesn't look as bad as what we saw with Jarrell Yao and what we saw with Ryan Papenhuyzen. When I think of when I think of Alex McKinnon, yeah, that's a long-term one that really does affect you, but overall, it's not got that same kind of massive impact as what we saw with the Jarrell Yao ankle, and then also the shattering of the knee for Ryan Papenhuyzen. Faye says, I was worried Pap's career was over that game. Yeah, well, you had genuine reason for concern. Core strikes in my top 4 is Rabbits, Panthers, Sharks, Titans. I like it. I like it. Brighton says, Ryan, cheers to the underdog tag. Once again, mate, you'll learn someday. New South Wales fans will never learn, bro. The New South Wales fans never learn. Happens every single year, man. Happens literally every single year. They come here and they say 3-0. We're going to whomp yous. We're going to whoop yous. Have a look at the Panthers combinations. You should be terrified. And then we see Nathan Cleary kick the ball directly to Ben Hunt for him to run away. Go, Dozer! That's exactly what happens. 2020 is a prime example of it. 2020 is always going to be the most prime example of New South Wales' ego and attitude comparatively. Always prime. 21 have never been kissed, Jay says. Bunny says, hello, mate, Dom. Arflake says, first time for everything, baby. Exactly right, like a Titans premiership this year. Medvedev says there's simply one answer why New South Wales haven't had a clean sweep in a while. They're just simply not that good. I like it. I like it. You know what you should do? You should also like the video. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. Get around. We've got about, 15 minutes until the game does start here. 15 minutes or so. Scott Johnson says, hi, BKR, hoping for a good game tonight. I think we're always hoping for a good game, mate. Always hoping for a good one. Ryan says, no need for the Panthers stray. Oh, we'll get into the Panthers strays then. It will come. What is it, round 25, round 26? What is it? I think it's round 25 because then we play Melbourne in Melbourne and then we come back home and play the Dogs at home. Good luck, Dogs at Seabus. Peter Barraclough says, and that's the... Good morning, everyone. Dragons going to get a hiding today. Lost by 16. Wow, Brighton says they lose more often than they win, yet every single year they have won the series before it starts. Exactly right. Last year they'd won the series before it started. Remember they said, they flogged us in 2021. They whipped us. They whipped us. They whipped us in 2021, and then they couldn't even get the sweep in that year. Right? You couldn't even get a sweep in that year. You beat us by 86 points combined in the first 2 games. You couldn't even get a sweep. And then in last year... It was again, this Queensland team's just not good enough, man. 2020 was a fluke. Yeah, well, we floated against them. Jimmy Taylor says Cherry Evans last series. I don't think so because we don't really have a 7 right now. The Queensland don't really have a 7 at the moment. So I would say that Cherry Evans probably plays on another year. I don't know what's happening with Manly. Has he re-signed or what's he got more? This is coming, next year is the last year of his 10-year contract, right? Since the bullshit with the Titans. He got the 10-year contract with Manly. So I don't know what Manly do, but it'd be It'd be silly for Queensland not to pick him next year because there's no guaranteed bowl to 7. We've had this conversation many times on the streams. Once Cherry Evans goes, who goes into that 7? Do you put Ezra Mann from a 6 into a 7 alongside Munster? Munster's still got a few years left in him, quite a few years left in him. Do you put Sam Walker in, who can't even get a crack at the Roosters right now? Who is the next 7 there for Queensland? Like Tom Dearden, is he a 7? I don't think so. I think he's a prime 6, and maybe you move Munster to the 7, who I would say is a prime 6 as well. It's a really, really tough one there. Really tough one to think about because after Cherry Evans, who is next? TJC Sports, I don't know why I went Dragons, but no changing the tip. Oh, boy, you went Dragons. Deary me, TJC. Deary me. Taking the Dragons is a death certificate, man. And not maybe in this game, but just every game. Edward Sakapolotelli says, draw, half-time, full-time, you're welcome. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Draw, half-time, full-time, you're welcome. You're saying this is going to be a draw the entire way through. Edward, can you please do me a favour and delete the app of YouTube? I want you to do that. Just go onto the YouTube and click on the thing and then go delete app and then delete the app. I think that's what you do. Star Wars Fanboy says New South Wales is just saving all their sweeps so we can sweep the next 5 years in a row. My goodness me. You guys are silly, man. Aiden Chapman with the $10 donation says, up to Titans. Thanks for being such a great man, such a true supporter, mate. See you at the Rabbitohs. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the $10 donation, and I appreciate that support, mate. Obviously, I put my life, my soul into this team, and all my passion into the team, and it's been a tough slog this last 6 weeks, being away from home, but the fact of the matter is I'll be there drumming away next week. I might even have a tear. I dead set might even have a tear getting back home. People don't get it. They don't get the levels that you put into stuff like this and the mental taxing and the real kind of how it feels to kind of do what I do in this way. So it does get draining. It does. But, I can't wait for next week to be home with people, like-minded people who support the team. And win or lose, man, we support. We keep on moving and keep on grooving through the tough times. Lord Zachary says, Tina Turner, thank you so much for our wonderful introduction. Rest in peace. Yeah, you got to get around Tina Turner, obviously. Tough to see that one today. She was an amazing woman in regards to rugby league and as a person. Got to get around her, man. Got to get around her, and it's unfortunate that obviously she has passed away, but she lived a long life, man. I think she was like 84 or something like that. She really cracked on. Zach Hewitt says, chill, bro. Queensland haven't won the Origin in a year. You are right. They haven't won the Origin in a year. X Factor with a $130 donation if Dolphins win 112. JMK and Sloan scored. Not sure if you caught the first time the chat going on about sweeps. Too much going on about sweeps. Blame R Flaxy for this one. Blame this muppet R Flaxy, his Penrith fan, man. He come in here and talk about a sweep. He's never seen a sweep in his life, man. He's never seen a sweep. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. But that's so. If the Dolphins win 112, Marshall King and Sloan score. That's a $130 donation. That'd be massive. That would be massive. Alfie says Zaki was paying double time during the 2010s. Slapper says New South Wales fans seem to care more about getting big scores instead of actually winning a series. Yeah, well, they also care about selecting players who said they'd prefer to play for Queensland. Tavita Pangai Jr., where you at, big fella? Jimmy Taylor says Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt is 32 as well, bro. Ben Hunt is 32 as well. You also said Toby Sexton. Now, I love my boy Tobes, right? And I know what Tobes can do, and I know that he could go into that role, but I know that the majority of people elsewhere don't believe in him, right? So, yes, I believe Toby Sexton could absolutely be in the future if he gets to give him the crack. As I always say, I think that Tanner right now is the better rounded player than the two and provides that conversion kicking. Toby, I believe, has the higher potential, but isn't necessarily at that consistent level just at the moment. So, look, I believe that Tobes could be that guy, but obviously I can understand why people don't agree with me. I can understand it. Olivia says the Sombrero salary cap is going off tonight. It's going off tonight, Olivia. It's going off tonight. Going off tonight. And we had someone donate $100 last night on the stream, which was pretty massive. That was awesome. I appreciate all the support, guys. Whether it's $1, $5, $10, $100, doesn't matter. As long as you guys are watching, enjoying, and having a good time, that's the main thing. And hitting that thumbs up button. Don't you not hit that thumbs up button, son. You better. Arflake says, I went Dolphins, Eels, Waz, South, Manly. Well, if you want to know my tips, besides the Dolphins, you should be watching my streams. You should be watching my stream. Mevido says, we have Fox, Latrell, and Tom. You Maroons are going to get flogged now. It's the same smack talk every time. What's funny is that up until this year, last year, everyone was saying, get Josh Adokar in. We're going to lose the series if we don't get him in. It's all Daniel Tupou's fault, blah, blah, blah. Tupou wasn't even that bad. But Adokar didn't get selected. And now, Campbell Graham is that guy, right? Campbell Graham is the Adokar from last year where everyone's like, get Campbell Graham in. And deservedly so. He's the best. He's the most informed player in the competition right now and the best centre in the competition right now. And now it's like, I don't need Adam Carr when we got Campbell Graham. It's like, Adam Carr, I don't even know how he got selected considering the amount of games he's played this season and how good Campbell Graham's been. But yeah, I guess they're trying to copy Queensland again with the old loyalty, eh? Isn't that right in New South Wales, eh? Arflake says, if Queensland sweep, I'll give you 100, but they won't, so I'll send you a tissue and said, Arflake, well, you think you're going to go sweep, so what about this? If Queensland win this series, how about this one? Because you're very confident that you're going to sweep, so you should be confident that we're not going to win 2 games. Surely not. It shouldn't be about if it's a sweep. I think it's just if Queensland win the series, it's 100. Because you guys are the favourites, surely. Right, surely. You're not going to back down from that one, sir. No way. You wouldn't do that. There's no way you wouldn't. You wouldn't back down. Oh, how about that for a deal? If Queensland win the series, 100. How about that? Zach Hewitt said, speaking of sweep, how are Daz's Lakers going? Oh, he's just gone and done Daz, mate, like that. How dare he? My goodness me. My goodness me. Scott John says, you can easily see the improvements from the Titans from last year to this year. Only going to get better. Oh, no, man. Oh, no. You know, I know exactly what's going on. And although it's tough right now, and the boys are finding it tough as well, they're doing everything they can to try and, fix it. And, with Sammy Verrills, I can't tell you when he comes back, but with Sammy Verrills coming back very soon, that's going to help it dramatically. The 2 players that we went out to, Kieran Foran's played for most of it, but the one player that we actually also went out to sign to fix our hooker role has been out the entire season. And we've been playing Chris Randall, has been solid and been fine. I love Chrissy boy. Sammy Verrills is the guy, so it'll be huge when he comes back in. It'll be huge. He says, can't wait to see Walsh's defense in game 1. You shut up. I'm scared. Saturn Hill says, simply the best campaign, done so much for rugby league, icon of our sport, Tina. Yeah, exactly right. She brought it to a world stage. Like, obviously, it just showed that she was the first real investment into the game, which was really cool. Here's the diss track on the Blues. Blues are so bad, they have loose screws. If they cheat, you can sue. Step on them with your shoe. They ain't as true as the Maroons. Thank you, Cold Strike. I'm going to tell you, please don't try and link up with Ice Cube, 50 Cent, or Tupac. All right, please don't try and link up with them because I'm not too sure about that one. But the main thing is you're a Queensland fan. That's the main thing. Get around. Sam Jenkins says Tanner's just solid defensively. Yep, I agree. And again, I love the both of them. Yes, Jaden is a Queenslander. Get my tummy mouth. I don't know if he's born on the Gold Coast, but he's definitely raised on the Gold Coast. Scott Johnson says, I believe in him. Got to crack and beat the Dragons. Greatness and waste for Toby. Mate, I love him, man. He's a really good kid, man. He's a real good kid who just wears his heart in his sleeve. And I would love to see the best for Tobes. And Tanner's the exact same. This is why it's so hard for me to talk about because I love the both of them individually. But I do have to give you guys a reasonable response and give you what my thoughts are as well. Brocky says, Jason, don't give up your day job, call strike, stay in school. Brocky Sports, I saw BK at the Barbers today and had a talk to him about the Titans and he said, we have a good side, we just need to use it. You do, we do. I don't know why I said you do, we do. We do have a good side, yeah. Jaden Campbell 6, Mam 7, like 2 years to be kind deadly. Well, Munster's going to be here for a few years longer. Like, Munster's not there. He's not at the end yet. By the way, guys, 5 minutes to go into the game. Don't start. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Cameron Munster is 28 years old. He's still got a good 4 years left in him, man. And Munster is going to be selected until the day that he dies, basically. Munster will not be dropped. Until he retires, he'll be selected. I did watch your stream this week. Oh, you did? Well, there you go, son. Well, there you go. Thank you. And Matthew says, watched some replay on Fox Sports last week and just remembered they don't have the spinning video ref anymore, so crazy completely forgot. Damo says, Fox and TPJ to score 3 or more tries in game 1. Thank me later when you're rich. I'm going to not thank you later because if I thanked you later, I would be homeless. Cortez says, kidding yourself, Core Strike, more a Beetlejuice. Well, Call Strike, here's the lesson. You tried your best, you failed miserably. The lesson is never to try. That's a famous Simpsons quote for you there. Ryan says, New South Wales picked injured players, so we have an excuse. Oh, here we go. Here we goddamn go. Here we go. My God. You New South Wales fans are something, eh? You New South Wales fans are something. South Wales fan might say the Blues lose, is Freddie gone? I will say yes, but who do you bring in? And we have Tina Fafita. Good luck. Exactly right, Matt. What's Medvedev said? What's his Muppet Medvedev said? I can't see it. Can't bother scrolling back up. Okay, I'm never one to back down. I'll put my money where my mouth is. Deal. Right. He's gone in. If Queensland win, everyone remember this. Flaxy, Ryan, he's a Panthers fan and New South Wales fan. He said if Queensland win, he will donate $100. And we want to see it on here. We'll see it on here so everyone here can see it who was in attendance. Or one of the... Actually, Game 3 stream, because we will be streaming all 3. We wish them all through. He said New South Wales have picked a pretty good team. It's the Queensland backs that concern me. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. New South Wales pick a goddamn good team every single year, man. Like, come on, man. Like, New South Wales be a good team every year. They should be, honestly, in the last 5 years, they should be 5 wins in a row with the team that they've selected. Right currently now, they are 3-2 in the last 5 years, and we are the current champions in Queensland. So, that's all well and good, but I'm all good. I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Tyree says, this week game, the Titans break their second half voodoo or the 26-point cap, and they will be in the 8. The fact that the margins are so small this season helps them in that case. Fun fact for you, my guy. The Titans, if they... Well, they're going to get the bye, so they get the bye, so they get 2 points. If the Raiders lose and Manly... If the Knights beat Manly and the Rabbitohs beat Raiders, the Titans are actually in the 8. Regardless of the scores. The Titans are in 8th position, minimum. If the Knights if the Warriors get flogged by the Broncos, you guys, if you follow the Titans front line on Instagram, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if the Warriors get flogged by like 30 by the Broncos, which I doubt's going to happen, I tip the Warriors, then we would go above the Warriors into 7th without playing a game. If the Dolphins lost this game by about 33 or 32, then they would go below the Titans. So, look, there's actually some movement there. The lowest we can finish is 10th this week because of the bye. But overall, fact of the matter is that everything is still in the mix. It's such a tight comp. It's 8 points from 1st to 17th. It's not that much. Like, it's really not that much. Sales fan says, when is Verrills back? One of my favourite hookers. I can't tell you the certain date. I know, but I'm not going to tell you the certain date because I don't know if I can. Clarky's Rugby League Collins says, mentioning you here because you won't see my FB. Beautiful. That's what we'd like to see, mate. That's exactly what we'd love to see. I'll talk to you after, man. I'll talk to you after. Beautiful, son. You guys, you can see there, myself and Clarky. There's something in the works, baby. There's something in the works. Keep your eyes peeled, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your eyes peeled. Senator says, I nearly just did that. It really weird. Rest in peace, Santa Turner. What a legend. Absolutely. Zach Hughes says, Call Strike's future is darker than the West Tigers. It's pretty rough to say considering they just won by 66 points to 18. Rest in peace to the Cowboys fans there. But we are about to start here. Dragons are about to come out onto the field. Clarky's Rubber League Com says, I have no idea when Verrills is back. That's a good answer, Clarky. Very good answer there, son. Very, very good answer. Methodist says, Flakes, you better donate $100 if Queensland win. Don't back down. He won't. He's done it before. He bet me Titans and Storm. I think it was Titans Storm that the Titans wouldn't beat the Storm, and they did. And he sent it. Don't worry. He says, I'll do it on here, don't you worry, but I'm confident that I'll send you tissues and set it up in New South Wales. Yeah, no, I'm not going to make the joke that I was going to make. Sales Family says, crazy how the last 6 series New South Wales have scored the most points, but it's tied 3-3 for last 6. It's because New South Wales don't get rugby league, man. They don't get it. They don't get it. It's the Dolphins Stadium. We've got the tunnel. We've got the tunnel, baby. We all love a good tunnel. That's exactly right. If you guys, what was it, Brisbane Raw? Was it the Brisbane Raw streams who were talking about the tunnel? I think it was. The Brisbane Raw streams back in the day. Ryan says, I can't stand Origin. You're exactly right about New South Wales. Should have won the last 5 series. It definitely means more to Queenslanders. It does. But there's a lot of political reasons and also ways that we grow up in each state that go into the difference of attitude, understanding, and how players see Origin, is what I would say. And that's how I'll kind of put it there. I'm not going to go into it right now, but that's my general view of it anyway. Aiden Chapman says, what are your thoughts on Nick Arena playing fullback tonight? Apparently he's 1-4 from 5 playing at fullback, so I'd love to see it. Obviously, I believe he's got a pretty low break-even as well on Supercoach, so maybe those should have picked him up and brought him in. All right, they're out of the field here now, guys. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Give me your tips in the chat right now. Jai says, Clarky Time BKR, great collab, but it's a permanent collab. There's a little bit of a hint for you. SR says, just made the Canterbury B team in New Zealand, which is 2 sets below the Crusaders in Super Rugby. I'm only 20, so if I make the Satyrs, would love an interview after the game. Mate, you'll get an interview after the game, son. You will. I tell you what. Yeah, and you will make it to the Crusaders. Don't say if. You say, I will make it to the Satyrs. That's what you have to do. You've got to manifest shit. You've got to manifest it, man. David Elliott says, does anyone know what position Dragons are in if they win tonight? Yes, I should know, because it's my job to know. But the Dragons would go from 17th to At least 16th, they'd go above the Tigers. They would go above the Bulldogs because the Bulldogs have a terrible points differential. Enjoy that. And the Cowboys on minus 82. So minimum, they would go to 14th for the time being. But the Bulldogs have a bye. And the Cowboys... No, the Cowboys have the Eels. The Bulldogs have the bye. Actually, they'd have to win by 4 points to go above the Tigers because the Tigers have the bye. But overall, tonight, they'd go above them anyway. But there we go. The Dragons will get this ball out to the 22. First tackle here. Bulldogs will go back above them. Cowboys will go below them, so they would go to minimum 15th. They win by 4. Can't go above the Eels. Can't go above the Eels. So basically, the highest I can go is 15th. 15th. Still can't believe last week the Dragons won and still found a way to drop 2 spots and go last. That's wild. So 4th tackle now at the halfway point here for the Dragons. It is 4th tackle. 4th tackle. Justin Lee is to put $500 on the Dolphins tonight. Well, good luck, son. Good luck. I think they're like $1.45. That's a big risk. That is a massive risk for $1.45 odds. Massive risk. Not even $250 profit. And it's not guaranteed by any means. Like, it's not guaranteed. The Dragons did beat them by about 20 to 30 points down there in Wollongong a few weeks back. I know that was with Ben Hunt, but, you know, you still can't deny that happened. So UNA and the majority of the players are still in there. Penalty to the Dolphin. Penalty to the Dolphin. So the family says walking down that tunnel in pitch black would be the scariest thing. Mate, let's do it. Abandoned video in Dolphin Stadium. Blowbucks Footy says fins up Dolphins. No. Tari says Queensland for the win. Origin is not played on paper. You're absolutely right, but I think on paper the Queensland forwards are pretty damn well dominant. Not gonna lie. Dragons 40, Fins 4, so Titans can go high on the ladder. I love that. I love that, man. I love that. Dolphins 24 to 8. Aiden Chapman says Lion Ball takes Dolphins 56 to 26. Mate, no thank you. Like, no, please. No lagging ball sacks. No, please delete the app. Delete the app, please. Second tackle here, right hand side. They give it off to Jesse Bromwich. Had the back now to Milford. Kenneth Bromwich to Branko Lee. The best centre in the game, Branko Lee. What a man. What a man. So left hand side now. They get it off to Jesse Bromwich, who gets his ball out to the 34 tackle. Damo says Nicarima Masterclass coming up. I'll get around a big Nicarima. Left hand side, Milford at the 30. Steps inside. Milford Masterclass tonight. We all love a bit of the MILF. You can't not like the MILF. Left hand side now. Sakatoa. You and Aiken. It's fit tackle. You Muppets. You're silly. Very, very silly. Very, very silly. Jay says hit that like button and get around round 13. Hype train. It is a hype train, son. We've got a good train. Also, Antonio will be coming around on Saturday to stream with me. The old blue man, blue headphone Chihuahua boy. Blue headphone Chihuahua boy will be coming around on Saturday for the 2 streams. So second tackle here at the 15. They go left-hand side to Moses Sully. And Sully now gets his ball out to the 25. Lane Ball takes his third best behind Shup and Avarillo. No, Shup and Brian Kelly is the answer there. And they'll be taken down now, the Dragons, at the 35 on their side of the field. 4 tackle. She's Bentley says Daly Cherry Evans is playing in Origin. Thank you, Sheesh Bentley. Thank you. Daly Cherry Evans is playing in Origin. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, that's going to be a penalty here to the Dragons. So I was reading a comment before I read it out. I appreciate you, Matthew, for the second part. I appreciate you because you guys saw a heavily edited down version. But I wanted to make sure I was reading that correctly before I said anything. But that's a late hit there from Jerry Marshall King. So it'll be a penalty to the Dragons. And they'll be like 10 minutes out here. They could go over the 2 if they wanted to. I'm just trying to still get over Sheesh Bentley telling me that Daly Cherry Evans is playing in Origin. That is wild. Crazy. That's crazy news. I guess I love a good blue headphone stream. God help us. God help us. Yeah, I don't agree with that being a penalty either. I don't think that was late. I don't think that was anywhere near late enough to be calling that as a penalty. Zach Hughes says not even leave the stream, just delete the whole app. Next, he'll be telling people to throw their laptops out. Exactly right. Well, fair enough, really. Fair enough. Alright, so the Dragons are going to go for the 2 here, so they will lead 2-0. EA says, hey Blaze, what's the ladder looking like with the buy points? With the buy, well, it depends on results. Like, it depends on how much teams get beaten by or how much teams win by. Right this very second, though, if you were to give bye points to team and just ignore the games ahead, the Titans would be in 8th position. The Roosters would be in 9th position. Who else has got the bye? The Storm would be in 1st. No, sorry, the Sharks would be in 1st. The Storm would be 2nd. Actually, no, the Panthers have the bye this week, don't they? And they get the kick. So it'll be 2-0 here to the Dragons. Panthers would be 1st. The Sharks would be 2nd and the Storm would be 3rd. Because I'm pretty certain, the Panthers have the bye. Who else is there to look at? The Bulldogs would be currently in 12th. And the Tigers would be currently in 14th. Yes. But then again, like I said, it all depends on results in regards to the points differential changing around. Those is DC, the DCE, not even a penalty. I agree, Justin Leo. I don't believe that was a penalty, but don't worry, bro. Don't stress about your bet just yet. It's way too early. It's only been 5 minutes here. Dragons hit this ball out of the 15, first tackle. Logan Paul says, I thought Kyle Flanagan was playing for Queensland, but Cherry Evans on my days. So Matthew Parsons, mate, I'm just going to let you know. I know you've removed it, Jay, but Matthew Parsons, I'm just going to let you know. I couldn't give a shit at that Dogs-Titans game. Like, after the treatment that I copped at that game, I move on from that game, man. So I don't care what happened in that one. I move on to the next. I legit have no interest in reliving that experience. But Jacob Little's away here for the Dragons. They're away. It's going to be a try time here. Oh, no! What is it? Why? Did he pass up on the inside? He had an easy try. It's going to be a try time here for a moment anyway. But, like, why did he pass up on the inside? So it's going to be 6-0 into the Dragons with the kick to come. St George Illawarra. Give it a good go right now. This is crazy right now. You make merch. You should make a shirt saying all Dolphins fans and Broncos fans in the skies. Oh, man. But the Dragons get to try that. I don't understand why he passed the ball back on the inside of Tyrell Sloan. Like, run it yourself there, man. You had, like, a left and right, but in the same sense, you have to take the defender away before you pass it. You have to pass it, man. Like, you don't pass that until you've taken away the player. Like, that was crazy. Scott Johnson's just sold out crowd too. Broncos fans will be upset. Now, you're all good, Matthew. I'm just letting you know, like, that was wild, right? And the club is actually currently dealing with that process. So, yeah. Yeah. That's why, yeah. I have no interest in going and reliving that game. And nothing to do with the result. Nothing to do with the result, bro. A good win for you. Congratulations. But it's on the Titans as well, rather than the Bulldogs, in my opinion. As per usual, because that's what happens all the time. They're looking at potentially... I think he scores here. I do think he scores. But they might have a look here to see if he actually puts the ball over the line. They're going to check it. Yep. Lab said, I thought Kyle Flanagan was playing for Queensland, but Cherry Evans on my days. Crazy. Good call, Jay. Zach says, pipe down. Lomax got a kick from dead in front. Now he's in form. Yeah, I know. There's no way. Oh, I'd call that held. Yeah, they're going to call this a penalty to the Dolphins. They're going to call this a penalty to the Dolphins. Oh, no, it's going to be play the ball. They're not going to call it as a penalty. That would have been a penalty back in the day, but they're going to call this a play the ball, which I guess is consistent with what they've done from stuff like this, because it was the ref's fault for not calling held. But the video ref has decided that, Bunker has decided that he was held. So that's what they call, but back in the day, that would have been a double. That would have just been classed as a penalty there to the Dolphins. But okay, so Amon now rolls the ball back to Jacob Little at the back here to Bellin. To Bellin on 4th tackle, off to number 10. Who's number 10 there for the Dragons? It's not Famasili, is it? Left hand side at the back here to Bellin. To Bellin here, they kick it through. Oh, that's an easy try for Jack Bird. Holy! Oh, that's a penalty try. That's a penalty try. That is a penalty try. That should be a penalty try. It's a higher tackle and he's put the ball down over the line. That's a penalty try. Like, that should be an 8-point try. It's 6-0 here with a kick to come. Jack Bird, that was too easy there. Dolphins defense all over the shop. But that was high. Let's go have a look at this again. Should this not have been an 8-point try? And, hold on. That is absolutely an 8-point try in my opinion. If that's not an 8-point try, you sin bin him here. That is absolutely a penalty 8-point try. That is... There's no way... What is an 8-point try if this isn't called it? He's clearly hit him high. Nicarima has hit him high there. He scored the ball. He scored the try regardless. That should be an 8-point try. Yeah, Till Chung is exactly right. Way high. There's no way they're not calling that. Do they understand what an 8-point try is? Dolphins fans gotten quiet once again. Dolphins don't have fans. They're Broncos fans in disguise. I find this insane. Are they not actually calling this? Are they not? That's either a sin bin. That should be a sin bin and an 8-point try. Try to confirm no shit, Sherlock. But how is that not a... I don't get it. So Zach Lomax will miss the kick. Yeah, Zach Lomax is in form. Idiot. But that's ridiculous because they should still get a kick from right in front. That's ridiculous because they should still be getting a kick from right in front. And that's a typical Lomax for you. That is a very, very typical Lomax. Lomax misses the kick. On your maxi pad. Scott Johnson says, no way he missed it. Oh, wait! Wait, it's a Zach Lomax special, bud. This is a Zach Lomax special 4-point try, Sam says. It's on report, that's it. That's mad. Like, it's just, there's no... When you have a penalty, like a high tackle like that, where you deserve a penalty, and you still score it, it's an 8-point try. Because you get the 4, hopefully get the kick. Well, they would have had a 6-point try, because they would have missed that one from Lomax, and they kicked it from right in front. So it would have been the 6-point to make it 8-0, with the potential to make it 10 if he had got that kick. But for people who don't understand... If he had have not scored that, it would have been a penalty try and just given the points, as in given the 4 and then get the 2, which makes up for it. You don't get the 8. So, yeah, it's... Anyway, I can't believe that I have to explain this. Not to you guys, but just I can't believe I have to explain this and see that the referee didn't make the right call. Fifth tackle in 45 metres out here from the line. They go... Oh, what? No. Oh, that was fourth. This is fifth. They had it wrong up there. So fifth tackle now for the Dragons. They go right-hand side now to Sullivan. And he'll put that ball up into the air. The Dolphins will grab this ball at the 5. The fact that Nick Reamer is at minimum allowed to stay on the field here is woeful. On report, but no penalty makes sense. You're exactly right. It's ridiculous. Yes, he has been placed on report. But what does that do for the Dragons here? Who he just hit high. What does that do for him? Like Jack Bird scored the try. Like he scored it. So anyway, third tackle at 25 metres out of their own line. Jeremiah Toktoa says, hey, BK, I'm really excited for Origin. Don't understand why the game's in Adelaide, though. I don't think anybody does, but I understand it. They're trying to defer. And Dolphins are away. Marshall King! Marshall King's away here! Get the offload away! Nicarima! If he scores here, that's outrageous. Good work there by Jaden Sullivan to get back and prevent that one from breaking away even further. Milford taking down to 25. Fifth tackle now to the right-hand side. Milford. He's going to put that ball up into the air. Good catch. Isako, bring a lead. Inside. Isako back. Jesse Bromwich. No, they've gone out. They've gone out. Chris Matthews says, Kirana, bro. Appreciate you, but... because they're trying to differentiate and grow the game in different places, like Adelaide, like Perth and whatnot. But if Adelaide doesn't get a sold-out crowd, that they can kiss a NRL team goodbye completely. Matthew said, I don't care about the referee decision, only because Lomax was called Maxi Pad by BKR. Well, he is. He is. The guy cried. The guy literally cried. While I went to shake his hand, he literally cried because I told him he was going to miss some kicks at Seabus, and then I got into him at Seabus by telling him he's going to miss some kicks with my drums. And then he missed a kick, he lost the game, and then had a little whinge outside. Had a little whinge. So 10 minutes gone here in the first half, guys. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Yeah, it's a decent game so far. Controversial game so far. But, good on the Dragons for doing it right now. Great break from JMK. Yeah, great break from Marshall King, but also dreadful defense from the Dolphins there. They allowed that one from the Dragons to allow that one to get right on through. I would love Mikali Ravalawa to score some decent little points tonight for Supercoach. That's what I would like, especially with the fact that I'm only playing with 12 this week. I didn't have 13. I think Queensland have the battle of the forwards wrapped up, Matthew, but I think the battle of the backs goes to New South Wales. But I do think the battle of the spine is leaning towards New South Wales, but I think that Queensland always show why that they always show why they're picked. The Queensland spine always just works. It just always seems to work. So first tackle here for the Dolphins there, 22 metres out. Obviously the only interesting one is Reece Walsh, but that was a duty of care to Kalaponga. Duty of care. It was a good run there from Marshall King though. Alright, so the second tackle here for the Dolphins. They get this ball to the 35. I heard they're thinking of putting Luai Hooker so Hines can play 5'8". Well, they'll put Conroy Sauer there, but then when Hines comes on, they want to play 3 halves, obviously. Like I said, same thing as what the Rabbitohs did in 2021. So I guess they're putting Luai there to have that factor. And I don't necessarily mind it. It is Luai can move and groove a little bit, but you wouldn't want to do that for the entirety of the game, that's for sure. And Milford out of the right-hand side, he kicks his ball over the top, but not a great kick there at all. And the Dragons will just bring this ball back to the 15. Thiago says, you believe in Dolphins? I think the Dolphins win, but the Dragons have turned it on here in this first 12 minutes, but I think the Dolphins shouldn't be losing this game. But if they lose, I'd like them to lose one big margin for the Titans' sake. But yeah, I do believe that the Dolphins should still win this game. Third tackle, although they should be down 8-0 right now. Minimum. Matthew Pardon says, Queensland have more harder support New South Wales, but Queensland always do the impossible. Yeah, a lot of things go into that. The way that Queenslanders are brought up differently to New South Wales. People don't get it unless they're from Queensland, New South Wales. Tasman says, we legit have 2 Queenslanders playing for us now. You do. You have Jerome Luai and Tavita Pongai Jr. And Tavita Pongai Jr. literally said that he wanted to smash New South Wales and get into them and play for Queensland. Simao says, do you think the Dolphins are going to win? I do personally believe it. So first tackle leave the Dolphins right-hand side at the 30. Ewan Aiken gets slapped down at 35. What do you think of Welsh not being at 17? No, I think the forwards for Queensland were selected fine. I don't think that I think Christian Welsh has been fine, but I also don't think I don't think he's as good as he was pre-injury, but I still think he's solid. I do like the selections of Queensland and the forwards, however. Forward tackle here. And I love that Tom Gilbert's been selected because he's a very similar player to Felice Kafusi in a lot of ways, where he just goes and gets under the skin of the opposition players. So right-hand side here for the Dolphins, taking down 35 metres out from the line, fifth tackle. I don't like Luai, but I think Luai will be very dangerous. 15 to go with fresh legs. Fresh legs? What? Now, Nico Hines, I believe, is still... Makara brings back to the 11. Nico Hines is still off the bench. But Luai is the 6. And also, they're not going to play just for 15 minutes at the end of the game. No way. Can I something else? I don't like... that's right, read that. Smouse, I bet Dolphins winning. Is that risky? This game is a very risky game to bet on, absolutely. But I do believe the Dolphins win. Alright, so second tackle leave the Dragons. They get this ball out, and it's Molo. Jay, what's happening? I know you know what I'm saying, what's happening too. Sales Bama says, Welsh and Mo is better than Flegler. I do agree with that one, though. I don't necessarily agree with Flegler, and that's an offside penalty against the Dolphins. So the Dragons get a penalty here. Dragons get a penalty here. Matthew says, massive boys for New South Wales. Bolo, Haas, and Pangai in the front row will be very physical. Yeah, but like Haas has never really kind of lived up to expectations on the New South Wales level because he's such an out... That was a terrible kick from the Dragons. They'll get 5 metres on the penalty. But Haas has never lived up to it on the New South Wales level because I don't believe... At the Broncos, it's all about him, right? And he is an outlier. At New South Wales, it's the best of the best going against the best and the best, right? So... Haas never really lived up to it. Bolo, obviously, out of form-ish this year, but is a hard man tackle. Left-hand side of the Dragons. Didn't give the offload away. Now he does. Tyrell Sloan looking for a hole. Taking out the 38 or so. Second tackle. They got left-hand side here. Chance here for the Dragons. Jeez, they're playing all right now, the Dragons. Third tackle, the 23. Dolphins just look very flat, in my opinion. Very flat. Out to Jaden Sullivan. Sullivan at the back now to Tyrell Sloan. Sloan goes out to... Oh, knock on. And now the Dolphins might be able to pick it up and run away. Is that a knock on against the Dolphins? No, they're not going to say knock on. They're just going to say Dolphins bought the 40. First tackle. First tackle. And then who was the other one? Who was the other one we were talking about? Pangai. Pangai's a cat. First tackle here for the Dolphins at the 45. Lucas says, I think Talangi shouldn't have been picked over Xavier Coates. Talangi has been nothing all year. I agree, and I don't think Talangi played well at Origin level last year. So, yeah, I think that Xavier Coates should have been selected over Murray Talangi. I'm going off of Origin form and also form this year, not just form this year or not just last year. The collection of things is not in Talangi's favour. I do believe Xavier Coach has been selected. 25 minutes out. We did a whole video explaining our Origin selections and what we thought of the selections. Left-hand side now. Nicarima out to Aiken. Aiken testing you. Testing you. Cuts back on the inside. Terrible defence from the Dragons just then, but they get to the 10. 4 tackle now. So they're going to go right-hand side here. Gives it off. And Jesse Bromwich will get taken down. 4 meters out even the line. Fit tackle right now. Fit tackle for the Dolphin. They go... Marshall. That was a dreadful option. But they get the dropout regardless. They get the dropout regardless. They get the dropout regardless. Thomas getting around the Dolphins. Just realised I tipped the Dragons and not Dolphins, so go Dragons, I guess. Very, very similar. Portugal Rugby League is better in my opinion, Samuel says. Portugal don't even have a league, I don't believe. Portugal aren't in the Rugby League World Cup, and Portugal, I don't believe, have a league. So, shush, please. So the Dragons are going to kick this ball down deep. Oh, that's out the full. Like, I guess it's okay. You're not going to go for the 2 here if you're the Dolphins. It's like going for a short drop out, but it's just either you don't have as much chance of getting the ball back, obviously. Give it to Nicarima, your Cats. Dad's mate's brought him in as super coach. Do you think if New South Wales loses Siri Fittler will lose his job? Yes, but who comes in for him? Jermaine says, what if the Dragons win? If the Dragons win, they're still bottom 4, but, you know, the comp is really close. So the Dragons right now are at a point where they have to win every game. They do. They have to. They're only like 6 points out of the 8, but they still have to because there's so many teams obviously just above them. Very tight comp. Second take a lead 1 meter out from the line. And I know it's round 13, but like it is, every team is a must win per game. Must win, must win, must win. Let that side Nicarima over the top here, but it was a good little grab there around the collar to prevent him from getting away. 18 meters out here from the line. Third tackle, Tessin Hughes gives it off to Nicarima. Nicarima at the back here to Jimenez Ayese, and he'll get taken down 5 meters out here from the line. Fourth tackle. Nevertheless says, slow my boy, what are you doing? He's not doing. Left hand side, Nicarima testing you. Ravalawa, good defense. Ravalawa smashed him. Wow, but he got the ball away. That was really nice there from Ravalawa. Isaiah Katoa off to Milford. Milford here. And, huge hit from Jermaine Osaka, which ensures the dropout coming up. Wow, that was huge. That was huge. Tyson's way too big. Surely JMK could have scored there. Yeah, I think JMK could have scored there, but he just didn't see it. Sloan wants to kill my supercoach even on a bye round. That's exactly what Sloan does. I got rid of him from my team weeks ago. So, what colours Portugal's Rugby League World Cup? I would assume they're probably red and yellow or something like that. Or Tyrell Sloan, just a bit of a grubber across the ground for the dropout. And the Dolphins bring this ball out from the 35 to the 30. Jimenez Ayese taken down there. Oli Kawata should have been picked over Martin. I've come to the disagreement of that. I originally thought that, but Liam Martin was absolutely superb last week, and he was just fantastic for the Panthers. So I think Liam Martin is a solid option there, and I believe that it was the right call. The longer I've thought about it. Isaiah Katoa gets it off here to Lemielu, taking it down 30 metres out of the line. 6 again here for the Dolphins. They're going to go left-hand side in Marshall King to Isaiah Katoa. Katoa taking down 1 metre out from the line. Second tackle. 20 minutes going in the first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Dolphins with the ball 3 metres out. They give it up the back into Marshall King. Marshall King out to Ray Stone. Tough run to the 10. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball, man. He's lost the ball. Tiago says, can you support the Dolphins? The Dolphins can eat a dick. How about that? Jermaine says, will the Dolphins win? Yes, I believe they will. Dasmate says, this Muppet's gone from my team next week. I don't know why you still have Tyrell Sloan in your team, mate. I don't know why you still have Tyrell Sloan in your team. He's been losing money. Like, I got him into gain money, and he was doing well, and then I got a couple of good cash rises, and then said, see you later. Because Tyrell Sloan is that kind of guy. He's not a world beater. He can have his really big games, but he's not a world beater overall. I don't really like Olguatu. His discipline is pretty poor. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so 4 tackle here at the 40. DeBellin's going to roll this ball back left-hand side, and it's Michael Mollo who's the 10. Michael Mollo. All right, so Jaden Sullivan. Has Michael Mollo ever played before? I know that Francis Mollo plays. I've never rated Francis, and I think Michael might have played a couple of games with the Dragons, but I've never really noticed him too much. Mevita says, I don't know if it's the Dolphins' bad attack, but the Dragons' defense is not too bad, to be honest. No, I think you'd definitely be looking at the Dolphins' attack in this game. The Dragons are not known for a good defense. They're not good for a good defense. Oh, no. Oh, no. 4 tackle lead of the Dolphins. They get this ball to the 50. To the 50, they go right-hand side here. Marshall King taken down, 35 metres out. Matthew Healy says, Doggy, come back up the table. No, they're not, bro. No, they're not. Fair tackle onto the right-hand side. No one's scared. No one's scared. Up it goes there. Isako! 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 For the Dolphins! Good pick. Good pick up there for Jermaine Isako. And he does just get away and score the try. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. 6-4 here with a kick to come. Try time for the Dolphins. Try time for the Dolphins. Scott Johnson says Matthew too early. Yeah, he's got timed out there. I gotta love that from Isako. Yeah, he gets up there over the top of... Who's the winger out there for the Dragons? Just dreadful. That was dreadful there from that wing on the left-hand side. Who is that? Is that Matty Fiorentino? Because Ronaldo was on one wing, and on the other wing it is... Yeah, Matty Fiorentino. That was not good. That was not good. Not good. Zane Potter, please shut your mouth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I knew we would get scored on soon. Yep. Yep, because that's the Dragons done. That is the El Dragons. Toa and Roy says, come on, Dragons. Scotland says, Fiorentino. I still think it should be 8-4 minimum right now, but obviously it wasn't a penalty try. The Dolphins will score under the post as well, so they will tie it up at 6-6. They will. Milestone, man. Oh, what milestone is this here for, Jermaine? Alright, so Isako will make this any moment now. I was just trying to look for my water bottle, but I can't find it, man. I cannot find it, man. I cannot find it, man. Sorry, I just saw something. Alright, 100th game. Well, there you go. Alright, so it's 6-6 here. 17 minutes to go the first half. Member says, I just hope it's not Milford's fault this time, whether the Finns win or lose. It's always Milford's fault, mate. Whether they win or lose, it's Milford's fault. Whether they win or lose, it is always Milford's fault. Mr. Smith says, I've been coming in and out because of uni work, eh? But has the milfing commenced? The milfing, you might have commenced. We love a bit of milf in our lives. And a milf gets it going. Nate Chase says, g'day, Blaze. Come on the Dragons and rest. I said, come on the Tigers for you. And rest in peace, the great Tina Turner. Exactly right. Rest in peace, the great Tina Turner. Everyone in rugby league loves her. All right, 15. Oh, no, he gets the ball away here. Nick Rima taken down 22 metres out from his own line. First tackle. All right, so the Dolphins look like they've turned the leaf in this game and starting to get a little bit more energy and good offloads going there. Marshall King over the left-hand side here. Bring Valente Tefarre on. Bring Valente Tefarre on. Vamos. Vamos. Bring him on. Bring him on for my super coach, please. And thank you. Nichols taken down at the halfway point, third tackle. Jimmy James says should be 6 all. That first penalty shouldn't have been given. Bullshit. It should be at very minute. Yeah, you're right there in regards to that first penalty. However, the Dragons absolutely should have had a penalty try. And there's no debate about that. It was very, very heavily hit high. The player was put on report and he still scored. That was absolutely the definition of an 8-point try. So, it absolutely should have been at least 2 more points regardless. So, I'll give you 6-6. I'll say this is a fair scoreline then if that's what you would like. But that absolutely should have been an 8-point try. It's the clear definition of one. Second tackle lead for the Dolphins. 10 minutes out. They got a 6 again on a set. They go left-hand side here to Isagasawa. Oh, Dolphins taken down. 3 minutes out on the line. Thomas says, I believe the comeback. It's not a comeback. 6-0 is not a comeback. 6-0, I would not class as a comeback realistically. Wallace, he'll get taken down like the Wally is. 3 minutes out from the line. Fourth tackle. Oh, did he lose that ball? No, he hasn't lost that ball. Fourth tackle for the Dolphins. Marshall King. Shot ball! Marky Nichols! Marky Nichols! Marky Nichols! Marky Nichols, try time for the Dolphins. Welcome back, Dragons. 10-6 here with a kick to come. That's too easy, that try. That was way too easy. Way too easy. Yeah, Meredith says, never mind, take back everything I said about the Dragons' defense looking solid. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, look at that defense between Jack DeBellin and Jack Bird. Holy shit. Oh, that is woeful. You could have walked over there. Why can't Twal do that? You know what's really frustrating last week, Slubber, is that he would have scored a try if he was on the field in the first try of the game. Who was it? It wasn't Joe Offengawi. It was another forward. But anyway, the point of the matter is that if Alex Twal was on the field at the time, he would have scored. He would have scored. It would have. This is laughable from the Dragons. Oh yeah, this has been poor. This has been poor. 1 second, guys. We're back. Like, look at that gap between Bird and DeBellin. Like, come on, man. That was... Oh, it was Utukamanu. Scott Johnson, you are right. It was Stefano Utukamanu. Yep. Great time to join, Nath. Yeah, not a great time to join, Nath. It seems like maybe you're the reason why the Dragons just conceded 2 tries there, Nath. Toa Royce says, no. And bang, over it goes. Over it goes. So it will be 12-6 here to the Dolphins over the Dragons with 13 minutes to go here in the first half. I still can't get over how easy that was for Nichols. He's never scored an easier try in his life. I don't think anybody has ever scored an easier try in their life. Get wise now, your mouth says I learn not to care anymore. I feel you, but you always do. I feel what you're saying, but you always do. So, of course, next Wednesday, game 1 for State of Origin, played at Adelaide Oval. Thank you, Sakor. I didn't realise. Wow. Wow, we were. I did not realise. First, we found out tonight that Daly Cherry Evans is playing for Queensland. And now, we've found out the State of Origin is on next Wednesday, game 1 at Adelaide Oval. Feels like Christmas. Olivia says, Wayne is so emotionless. Olivia, can you blame him? He's been around the game for like 40, 50, 60 years. You know, this guy has seen everything he possibly can in this sport and still loves it, but obviously, you know, he's seen everything he can. It's Wayne. It's what will happen when you get 60 years into 70 years, 60, 70 years old. How old is he now? He's early 70s or late 60s? Early 70s? Wait till Zakor finds out the game 2 is at Suncorp. That's wild. So his family, don't ruin it for him. Don't ruin it for him. And there we go. Penalty here to the Dolphins. The Dragons are really falling apart right now. Nath J says, I love my Dragons like a red-headed stepson. God help you. Scott Johnson says, what was more easier, Munster's try versus the Tigers or Nichols' try? That try, the Nichols' try, by far. By far as well. Like the Nichols' try, easy. Way easy. That was the AFL State of Origin. Mate, remember when they've tried many times to try and get that Victorian All-Stars versus Australia, basically. It just never clicks on, eh? I also got told it was at 8:05 p.m. Holy shit. Is New South Wales going to be there too, Lucas? That would be wild if that happens. Oh, no, there's going to be a bin here. There's going to be a bin here. No. He's in the bin! DeBellin, the captain, goes in the bin here for the Dragons. Oh, no. Oh, no. Jack DeBellin. Na. Oh. Na. Oh. Hey. Good. Boy. He's gone. He's in the bin there. He's in the bin. Thomas says everything takes time. I don't know what's going on here. EA says, did you know BKRsport is streaming Dolphins vs Dragons right now? Don't go too crazy now, EA. Don't go too crazy now. So left-hand side here, I thought I was actually streaming the Redcliffe Dolphins versus the under-16s Wollongong team, but I must be mistaken. First tackle here, 22 metres out from the line. They go left-hand side, Marshall King to Wallace. Take it out 15 metres out from the line. Second tackle. Go watch that email says, okay, how is that a bin, but they head high contact, not a penalty? No, that's a bin. But that also should have been a penalty try. Milford! We love the MILF! MILF. We all love the Milford! Milfy. Get around Milford, baby. Oh defense there from Telltale Moan. Telltale Moan, she's allowed him to walk through there. Good fend off there by Milf, but get around to Milf and Milf. Jack, listen, is Origin having 2 games in Queensland and New South Wales this year? No, we're having 1 game in Adelaide, 2nd game in Queensland, 3rd game in New South Wales. Desmond says, that's the hottest MILF I ever did see. And he's right. And he is right. Oh, he says, is your dolphin noise still intact? Huh? Was that good enough, Ozzy? Is that good enough? Francis says, you vlog a state of origin game 1? Probably game 2. Probably game 2. But game 1 I will be streaming right here with you guys. Sales Fanboy says, why did I accidentally have to tip the Dragons? Always double check your tips. Always double check your tips, son. Always double check your tips. Zach Hewitt says, Dragons in the mud, Dragons in the mud. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. We love you, Milfy Milf, Milfy Milf. We love you, Milfy Milf. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. We do love the Milfy Milf. We do. Get one some emails says, ha ha ha, Milf has scored. I'm so close to switching to the Titans. Do it, mate. We're a very easy team to support. Very easy. And the Dolphins, they kick it through. Sago makes it 18-6 here. We're 10 minutes to go the first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. 18-6 for the Dolphins. We're 10 minutes to go, and the Dragons are in the shooterino. And they've got a man in the bin as well. Comebacks on. Go to the Dragons, Nate J says. Dragons fans, I feel you, man. But at least we're not last. Notice it's still a little louder.
No, I will not do that.
She's Bentley says, has Katoa been good? He's been fine. Good that you'll get New South Wales lifting the trophy on vlog. That's not true because you guys never win in Suncorp Stadium, does? So just know, if you lose game 1, oh no, oh no. So second tackle here, right hand side, and the Dolphins will get this ball out to the 40. Tiago says, I said Dolphins did a risky bet. I don't care what you said. The Dolphins were a risky bet, and it's going to probably pay off for you, but. So it's going to be, and I tipped the Dolphins, but it's going to be a penalty here to the Dolphins. Matthew Pardon says Queensland's getting pumped. Hey, that's daddy Queensland to you, baby. You know why? Because we're the champions, boy. Sit down, watch your daddies play. Scott Johnson says, do you have any tissues? New South Wales fans cry a lot. They do. They do. You are right, Scott. So kick this ball over the sidelines. It'll be 43 minutes out here from the Dragons line. The Dragons have just fallen apart here, eh? Yeah, good call, Jay. It's obviously a bit of nonsense. So Nichols here will get his ball to the 40. Last 10 minutes, completion 6 from 6 from the Dolphins, 1 from 1 for the Dragons. Dragons have been shat on this last 10 minutes. Right inside of Milfy. Gets it off fitted. Kenny Brom. Oh! Over the sideline. Oh! Dragons get picked up by the Sully. What are you doing there, Jermaine Sarkin? Hit that ball back inside, you silly man. Zach Hewitt says, as a Storm fan, I'm tempted to jump on the Titans wagon. So many years of disappointment would be all gone if I switched. If you don't jump on the Titans wagon right now, son, tell you right now, try it. I'm the leader, baby. That's how crazy this team has made me. I now make a train sound every time we talk about it. So 4th tackle here for the Dragons. We get this ball to the 38. Well, you'd cry if you were as sensitive as Zach Lomax. This is a fair call, Daz, mate. You are right in that regard. Left-hand side now. Oh, Jack Bird pushing off another. Still 5 minutes 50 to go here with this bin for the Bellin. And there we go. That's going to be a penalty to the Dragons here. J-Wo. Silly and J-Wo. Biffo. Biffo. Biff, 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 Biffo. Come on. Oh, Sully and J-Wo going at it. Oh, I could have made such a bad joke to J-Wo. I'm not going to. Get into him. Get into him, Sully. Get into him, son. And what happens here? Oh, J-Wall comes in maybe low or something like that. I don't know. Maybe he came in late on a moan. I'm not sure. So his fanboy says, well, New South Wales haven't lost a game 2 since 2017, so we might win by 50 this year. How many Origin series have you won? How many Origin series have you won from 2017 onwards? Surely you've won all 6 with that stat. Surely. You've won all 6, right? Right? Jason, I switched from the Cowboys and look at me go. Listen, you're having a fun time, Jay. You're having a fun time. Having a fun time. I think it's for that late hit. Yeah, it would be. So penalty here for the draw. They're 15 metres out from the line. First tackle, left-hand side. Gives it off to Amon. Amon! 5 metres out from the line. Second tackle. I definitely told you guys over. And guess what? It's looking like the over's coming. Right side here to Jaden Sullivan. And Toby Couchman will get taken down about 10 metres out from the line. Third tackle. Can't wait to meet Masters. Who would win the fight? Sully or Jay? Well, I'll back Sully. They're 5 metres out. Gives it out the back here. Amon! Cuts across. Still going. It's still going. Now taken down by Nichols and Jerry Marshall King at the 10. So rollers ball back. 4 tackle. Little off to Sullivan. Sullivan. Oh, 5 metres out from the line. So close. So close. 5th tackle. They cut it back to Italta. What kind of silly shit is this? If this works out, it's amazing. If this works out, it's amazingly... It was so stupid, but it still worked out. It's not going to work out because it was stupid. So first tackle of the Dolphins 3 minutes out. That was terrible attack. And penalty the Dolphins. That's what the Dragons do to me. That is what the Dragons do to me. Having to watch them. So we'll be Dolphins ball here at the 35. Is it bedtime yet? Can watch some emails. That's right, I read that. Scott Johnson says, when New South Wales fans say they could beat the worst Queensland team of all time, behave. Exactly, behave. You know? Behave. Database says New South Wales have won more grand finals. That's what happens, Daz, when you have about 84 teams in the local area of Homebush. So third tackle. They're going to be 45 metres out of the line, the Dolphins. Nate has a penalty for dissent. Dragons might get penalised for loose shoelaces next. Nath, I think that you've got more of a problem with this team right now than complaining about dissent penalty. I'm not going to lie. This defense has been atrocious. Look at all the offloads they're allowing, man. Milford taken down to the 45 because that was a bad pass. Put Valencia on. Exactly. Put Valencia the Farre on, man. Put him on, man. Other goes there. Better play the entirety of the second half. Good chase through here by Aiken. Didn't even go for it. That was weird. Didn't even go for it. Who's better, Amon or Sullivan? I'd probably say Amon, but also I don't think either of them are that fantastic. Oh, Bunnies says New South Wales on top. Yeah, you also said the Rabbitohs were going to easily beat the Eels. So why don't we settle it down over there in Redfern? Why don't we settle it down over there in Redfern? So Sealy gets taken down now at the 35. Matthew, just remember, bro, you're third last. Like, I get you won the game, but you're third last, bro. Like, just shush, man. Just shush and sit in the corner. Like, no one cares about you hating on Tino because you're a Muppet. Just shush, sit in the corner. Your team's shit ass, mate. So fifth tackle, gets this ball back. Out of the left-hand side here comes the Dragons. Over the top here to Matty Feeney. Kicks it through here. And it will bounce up there for Cody Nicarima, who's going to get this ball to the 25. I can tell you right now, like, in regards to, like, that tier list, I did dogs go well down, eh? Well down. Nothing to do with the team, just their fans. Second tackle here at the 30. That is rent-free. Ugh. Tino lives rent-free in 99% of Dogs fans' heads, eh? But it comes to a point when, I'm not going to tell you guys some things, but, like, he gets some pretty serious shit from Dogs fans in regards to not okay things to say. So it's going to be a knock on there from the Dragons, unfortunately. Knock on for the Dragons. 4 minutes to go the first half. Bring on the Hippo. Man, bring on the Felicity Frey, man. Bring him on, man. I want some Super Coach points. Dan says it's Marnie's fault for being a midget compared to Tino. Hey, Matthew, just remember, you've won a spoon more recently than you made the finals. Shush. So it's going to be the Dolphins here at the 40 with a fresh set of 6 on their own side of the field. Jonathan Lewis says, let's go. Chief Bentley says, bring on Wayne Bennett. No, bring him on. Bring him on! Oh, there we go. What a big... Oh, no. Oh, Branko Lee. Oh, Branko Lee. Not got a bull on, man. Elsie says, are you happy to see Fafita playing Origin again? Well, basically, it represents how good he's been playing. Like, absolutely. Like, obviously, it's sad for the Titans because we wanted him to play, but It's a bye this weekend. Hopefully he plays on Saturday next week against the Rabbits. But the Rabbits have their own issues with Murray obviously being gone, Mitchell being gone. Not Damien Cook now, so their team isn't as impacted as before. But the point of the matter is that, yeah, look, it's sad to see, but I also believe Moe Fodawaker deserved a crack over Flegler. So 3 minutes to go in the first half. If the Dragons can find a way to score here on this set, the commentator said challenge it. Where you can clearly see you lose the ball. Oh, Muppets. All right, so DeBella now at the 50. 2.5 minutes to go. If they can score on this set, like they're well and truly in this game here, the Dragons. Toby Couchman at the back now. Gives it off and off to a moan. A moan to Jack Bird. Jack Bird looking for something. Gets taken down 43 minutes out of the line. Tell you right now, the Dragons are not looking great in this game, but there's a nice breakaway there from Little. Oh, he couldn't find the man. 15 minutes out. They are not looking... Oh, no. That's 6 again. 6 again here for the Dragons. Offload at the back here. Dragons, you silly Muppets, man. It'll come back for the no advantage. Yeah, I was going to assume that. Nah, Scott, you can't call that advantage. They've only passed twice, and they're still in the same vicinity. You can't say they've played... Like, I get that they've gone on with it, but I guess that you have that risk there. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to lie. I'm okay with the call there to call that as a no advantage. Yeah, let's say see it for 5 minutes, Jay. Mevedo says the commentator... That's right. Little's having a good game. Little's been fine, yeah. I'm pretty certain that was 2 passes, buddy. So a minute 13 to go here, the first half. Then again, the Dragons should have a penalty try, or at least a nick room bin. So I'm okay with even if you don't like it that as a call. 10 minutes out here from the line for the Dragons. They roll this ball back. A little at the back now to DeBellin. DeBellin 6 again here for the Dragons as well. DeBellin might not need it. 1 meter out here from the line. They got left. Oh, that's terrible defense from the Dolphins. Try time there. 18-10 with the kick to come. That is horrific. I saw that before the pass was even thrown. I knew that was going to be a try. Like, if you look at my reaction just then, as soon as the ball touched the hands after the roll, I saw the gap, I saw the line, I was like, that's dreadful defense. Well and truly. And the worst part is that they would have had an even easier try than how easy that was if they had to pass that by the back, because they already had taken the 2 players in there for the Dolphins. They had a play at the back who would have easily just run the ball in telltale moan. So, yeah, terrible defense on show here tonight, but I hope you guys got on the over, because that was horrific. Jack Lewis, since when did they play advantage in league? I didn't even know they did. Yeah, they do. But it has to be like a significant... It's not as significant in rugby. Rugby is just like constant advantage. But in rugby league, yeah, they do. This match is a battle of which team has the worst defense. I said that before the game started. Scott John says, even when Foran retires, Sexton can slot straight in after learning under Foran. It's looking good. Depending on AJ and how his legs hold up, it might be JT goes to the 6. But if AJ does eventually get moved to the 6, so does get moved to the centres to, handle his hammies, once again, Lomax will... He actually gets a kick. Well done. So it is 18-12 here at halftime, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Get around it. We'll be streaming live for every single game this weekend. Antonio will be coming around on Saturday for a bit of a blue headphone stream. Chihuahua boy. But yeah, this game has been close, but error-filled, terrible defense, and it will remain close. And I think the Dolphins still win, but a try right on halftime will hurt the Dolphins there. It will really hurt them. But yeah, what I'm saying with the Titans is that if AJ, his hammies aren't really holding up too well, then chuck him into the centres. You have JC as the fullback, and then you've got Toby Sexton as the 6 if you would really like that, or you go to the market. The Titans could absolutely look at Ben Hunt. But he's getting older too. He's not a young pup anymore. But he does want to come back to Queensland. Big risk though, because he would ask for a good bit of money alongside that. But yeah, Toby's a shout there for the 6 role, because he played really well against the Dragons, and when we got that win, yeah. The worst part is it was on halftime. Exactly right, Francis. Exactly right. Alex's game over. You can make an argument for the Dragons to come back easily from that, because that happens all the time. All the time. Toxic Emma says the blue headphones are ready to go. They better be ready to go, Chihuahua boy. Chihuahua boy, they better be able to go. Miss Rimmer says Dolphins better do their second half magic. Yeah, the Dolphins are known as a second half team. Dragons are not known as a second half team. They are not. So I guess last week they did it right though. Tessa Dozzy says, what do you think of the Tigers 66-18 win over the Cowboys? Oh boy. I don't think it changes as much as people think for the Tigers, but I think that it was at least a good win to kind of carry it out for their fans, because I thought that it was a very momentous game for them at Leica as their last ever game there. But if you want to go have a look at my thoughts, you can go obviously watch the stream where I was reacting to it live. You think dogs poaching Haas rumours are true? I'm not even going to bother replying to that. Get my snap at your mouth says Couchman's the best forward in the comp. Couchman is the best forward in the comp, is he? Is he? Is that right? Who's Couchman, mate? Bailey Killingsworth says, G'day. Aussie says, Dragons need to bring back last week's ending. And the Dolphins need to bring back the Titans vs Dragons ending. Something like that. The best kicker is Lomax or Hunt. Who's Lomax? Is that like a mixture of Lomax and Macklemore? Lomax? And also Hunt, I don't believe is a conversion kicker, is he? Is Hunt a conversion? Does Hunt kick conversions? I'm not even too sure. That's it. I'm not even too sure. I haven't really seen him take kicks, to be fair. I think that's always because it is Lomax there that is taking control. But even when Lomax wasn't kicking, it wasn't Hunt kicking. So you sure, man? I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. I think you're crazy, mate. Hunt kicked some conversions for the Bronx. Did he really? What do you think of Tracy going to Para? I don't think that's happened yet, has it? I think that's just another rumour that Para want him. I like it for Parramatta. Colin Tracy. I like it for Parramatta because I think he's a very underrated player. But that will just be... I think that is... Cronulla Sharks utility encouraged to leave after club's victory. Yeah, because he's a very good player and deserves to be somewhere. Is the Eels the right place for him? I'm not too sure, but at least he'll get a good starting gig there. Low Maccas. Ooh, I could go for some Maccas right now. But they were normally short conversions. Mainly, it was Corey Parker. Yeah, of course. Corey Parker was a great kicker. And Blue Headphone Boy, Chihuahua Boy, loves Corey Parker. You asked me my favourite player ever is Darren Lockyer, and Antonio, his favourite player ever is Corey Parker. Because he was just such a really solid kicker of the ball and really tough number 13 there. It was a very, very good lock. So, yeah. Loco says, hey, mate. Ella, mate. How you doing? Olivia says, have you tried the new birthday cake coffee from Macca's? I haven't. I saw that the Titans were advertising it on their Instagram. I saw that the boys were trying it. Talking Game says, I really like Parker. And we know you really like Parker, mate. We know you actually misspelt that just then, by the way, Antonio. So I'm just going to have to remove that comment there. But you misspelt that. You meant to say I really like Parker. Olivia says, have you tried it? That's right. Yeah, no, I would love to try it, though. I should try it tomorrow. Maybe I do. Bradley says, who's your favourite kicker ever? I'm taking Hassan. I'm taking Hazem Al-Masri. I grew up with Hazem Al-Masri. He was absolutely fantastic. I didn't get to grow up with Daryl Halligan. I love Jonathan Thurston there. Smith was a very solid kicker, as in Cameron Smith. Piggy Riddell was always fun to watch. He wasn't the best ever kicker, but he was always fun to watch. Jamie Soward was quite solid, but he was mainly a field goal dude. Like, if you're asking for someone to kick a field goal, Jamie Soward is definitely up there. Antonio just said, I really love Parker. We get him, mate. You love him. We get it. Logan says, no Ponga and Gago for Queensland. Thanks, Rocket Scientist. Greg Martin says, that's just silly. Everyone knows Aiden Guerrero is the greatest goal kicker ever. He has a 100% goal conversion percentage. Thank you, mate. Does Paul Gallen have a 100% goal conversion percentage, or has he missed? Chris, you gotta do way better than that. You gotta do way better than that, bro. There's a video, Doxo4, explaining who I went for before the Titans were introduced. But did you really think that I wasn't going to understand what Paul Zach meant, as in ball sack? Come on, bro. What are you, 12? She apparently said I grew up with blue headphones. That's nice. You must have grown up in the same household as Antonio. No, I'm not going to explain who the worst player is, Bradley. That's just a silly thing to do. Some email says, my favourite player of all time is Widdop or Thurston. Widdop? Oh, you're a Dragons fan, I guess. But, wouldn't you be Jamie Soward or something like that? He was a good player at the time. Widdop was also solid, but, you also had Jason Nightingale, who was an absolutely fantastic player to watch. I don't know how old you are, but, you go back and look at the likes of Mark Gasnier. Mark Gasnier was a fantastic centre. You've got... I'm trying to think of all the Dragons players in history. They've had some really good players. Ben Craig surely wouldn't be your favourite player ever. I wouldn't say Ben Craig would be your favourite player ever. The guy's a cat, went in for a slap in the Origin and then ran behind all his players. Like I says, no gag. Oh, yeah, well, thank you. Thank you. Oh, who's talking? McInnes? McInnes said, oh, that should have been an 8-point try. No shit, Sherlock. We call it live. No shit, Sherlock, man. No shit, Sherlock, man. Guys, me says, I wasn't really old enough to watch the 2010 team being 15. Oh, you definitely weren't old enough, yeah. Oh, this says, I've got blue headphones on now. See, Antonio, Chihuahua boy, you're starting a trend, mate. You're starting a trend with the old blue headphones. And Boy is the top 5 Dragons player ever. Well, have you been sleeping with Widdop? Get my eyes on your mouth. Maybe. She's says, well, hey, you got a blue hat on. Yeah, it has no relevance to anything that we're talking about, but thank you. Thank you. It's actually a Sharks hat, by the way. It's actually a Cronulla Sharks hat. I like it. It's actually the Cronulla of the Sharky. But do I like Ponga at fullback or 5'8" better? Fullback, not even close. Logan Bullsack says the worst player to ever play is Nathan Cleary. Wow. We were. Thank you for that really intriguing and intellectual comment. Please never make another comment again, Logan Bullsacks. That would be very nice. You are lagging. That's for sure. Hey, someone says, I can't believe the Dragons are doing the third player in tackles attacking the legs. It's dangerous as a hip-top tackle. Yep. I don't think it's as dangerous, but it's definitely dangerous, yeah. Everyone loves the Bull headphones. Hey, Antonio, thank you for your lesson in English. This is what happens when you get behind the old type of Runos. It was a fin hat. It's not a fin hat. It's not a fin hat, but it does have a fin on it. But it's not a fin hat because they actually put FIN for the Sharkies fins, and for the Dolphins they had the PHIN. So you were wrong. No, Antonio, I'm going to go by your original comment of everyone loves the Bull headphones. Everyone loves the Bull headphones, mate. Then it says anything blue to New South Wales fans means you're a New South Wales supporter. Apparently, this is why the Blues lost last year. They have no meaning. Yeah, Blues fans suck, so it doesn't really matter. I like Bull headphones as well. Sebastian says, I was watching some worst kickers the other day. Brent Webb took forever to kick a goal. Brent Webb, that's a name I haven't thought about for a while. Brent Webb. What was he playing? Was he playing like mid-2000s? Early 2000s? Something like that? I think so. Where did Brent Webb play for? Was he Cows? Why am I thinking Cows? The name rings a bell, but also, like, I don't know. But the name definitely rings a bell. I feel like I'm taking a shot in the dark at the Cows. But it says Maloney was great to watch. Maloney was a fantastic player. Super underrated. I believe Maloney's trying to come back, isn't he? Didn't he say that he was attempting to come back to rugby league in the NRL and play? Or am I thinking somebody else? Oh, Brent Webb played for the Warriors. I think. Did he? Well, it was on Warriors videos I was watching. Okay, it was Warriors, yeah. Well, anyway, like I said, I couldn't remember, but great. I think that would have been like early 2000s, something like that. Places Queensland, New South Wales, daddies. The daddies of Origin. Take your guess, Bradley. The daddy. So, yes, from 2000 to 06. Okay, yeah, it was like mid-2000s, yeah. Ollie says, Kieran Foran missed it from 10 out in front for the doggies. Probably because he didn't want to get a kick for the Dogs fans. Loco says, who will win the first Origin game? You will see my tip on Monday at 6 p.m. We'll probably go live. 6 or no. Probably 6 p.m. there. Took him 2 minutes 15 to set up to kick to goal. I don't think Brent Webb was a great player. I can't really... I can remember the name, but I just can't remember the person, really. Cooper says New South Wales. New South Wales are cats, mate. Settle down. New South Wales are cats, man. Settle down, son. What are you thinking? You won 1 of the last 3. Stars Fanboy says Queensland aren't winning because their best player in Game 3 last year, Talakai, isn't playing. Our best player last year would have actually been... That would have made sense if you said Ponga, but you didn't. Hey, someone says, I'll say Queensland because they have a good record under Ashley Klein. Here we wank on it with New South Wales fans again. My God. Like, honestly, you New South Wales fans complain more than I've ever heard. The game hasn't even started yet, and you guys are literally already making an excuse for losing the game. or if you win the game, we won't hear anything. You'll be like, nah, referees do everything they can. Referees are a hard job. But if you lose a game, it's, oh no, Ashley Klein. Like I tell you guys all the time, I'm not going to sit here and blame the refs unless it's a significantly very controversial thing that happens. I don't do it, but you New South Wales fans and Queensland fans can do it too. But my God, like the game hasn't even started yet and you're already talking about blaming the referee for the loss. Like holy shit. Holy shit. Malcolm says Warriors already home for Saturday's game. Yeah, I think the Warriors win on Saturday, but we'll talk about it later. Olivia says this is a weird Thursday night matchup. Dragons are usually Sunday nap time. Yeah, Dolphins obviously can play a few of these games because they want to obviously pick up the audience of them, but it is a weird matchup. It is. Come on, Sloan and Jam K fire up. Well, if Sloan and Jam K score, I doubt that it's a 1-12. I got Blues winning game 1, Queensland game 2, game 3, whoever plays better on the day. Yeah, because Queensland don't have a bad record in New South Wales. Queensland have a basically undefeatable record in Queensland for the majority. Like, obviously, yes, New South Wales have won there, but they have a horrific record in Queensland. New South Wales, Queensland, I think it's like 60-40 to New South Wales or 70-30. Nah, I think it's like 65-35 kind of deal in favour of New South Wales, but Queensland have good. I think it's actually more. I'm pretty certain it could be like 55-45 or something like that in favour of New South Wales, but only slightly. And Queensland have a good record in New South Wales regardless. Our fans need to listen to Andrew Webster, careful not to mention refs. Okay. Francis says, do you think the Cowboys will bounce back? No, I didn't tip the Cowboys. I didn't tip them. I think they will be as tough as they can coming back out after that embarrassment. But I also think that they're going up against a team that's in form right now is better than where their ladder positioning says. And the Cowboys just aren't that great. They're just not good this year. They're just not. Exactly right. Hey, Simon, the last time New South Wales beat Queensland 3-0 was 2000. Yep, very long time ago. A lot of people here weren't even born back then. Seb Watson says, where are the 3 games being played? Adelaide, Queensland, and Sydney. Yes, Queensland fans just like Dogs fans. EA, I can tell you right now, you've not been to a Dogs game. Loco says, if New South Wales lost the first game, it's all over. I agree. Yeah, I do agree with that one. I says, who do you think will be wooden spooners? Probably the Dragons, man. If they keep on like this, the Dragons are looking like they're really, really struggling. If not for a typical thing that the Titans always do all the time, Dogs as well. You know, they're down there as well. Who else is down there right now? I do think the Tigers will stick away from it, but they'll still be down that area of the table. But the Dragons are definitely looking pretty good for it. Cowboys look really poor. The Cowboys, dead set, could be a legitimate option, which is wild to think about preseason. But right now, they've got the second worst points differential in the comp. If the Dragons were to win this, they go above the Cowboys. And if the Tigers had the bye, they would also go up the Cowboys. And if the Bulldogs have the bye, they would also go up the Cowboys. The Cowboys can finish this weekend last. But if the Cowboys lose to the Eels, they will at maximum be at 16. They need to hope and pray the Dragons do not win this game, because if the Dragons win this game and the Cowboys lose to the Eels, they will drop 3 spots into last due to the byes from Bulldogs and Tigers. So Cowboys are a shout to. The Dragons coming out here for the second half here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Mevita says, we need to beat Para. You do, yeah. Cowboys, it's a huge must-win. Especially considering they're only 1 spot above you as well. Like, they're 4 and against, it means they're not worried too much. Like, they're only 4 points out of the 8. They've got a plus 44 points differential, which actually puts them with their differential at 5th. They've got the 5th best points differential in the competition, not too far away from the Broncos, not too far away from the Sharkies and the Rabbitohs, but a decent bit away from the Panthers. If they get a good win here against the Cowboys and say they win by 20, 30 odd, which is absolutely possible, they could then put themselves into a really serious equation to put themselves really closely alongside those guys around the edge of the 8. But they'll still be 4 points out of the 8, even with a win. Even with a win, the Eels will still be out of it. We forget the Dragons have the best player in the comp, and by a player like him will never get a spoon. EA, my guy, I'm going to respectfully tell you, mate, you have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I'm going to respectfully tell you, if you're comparing to what was on Sunday, if you're comparing that, you respectfully have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea. So let's move on and let's just enjoy the game. So the Dragons kick this ball off here to the Dolphins. The Dolphins are going to bring this ball out from the 10. So Watson says, is Chihuahua boy doing the Origin stream? I hope so. Antonio, if you're still watching, are you, if I go to Origin 2, I don't know if you might want to come, but like, if I go to Origin 2, would you do an Origin stream? Do you reckon you're at the level yet? Because it's a tough stream. If we win, good, but if we lose, oh boy. Loco says, from outside looking in, the Cowboys are in trouble. From outside looking in or from inside looking in, like the Cowboys are in trouble regardless. 4 tackle left for the Dolphins. They get this ball to the 42. Left hand side. Olivia says he can do it. Get around the blue headphone Chihuahua boy. Get around him. So right hand side, exactly right, Marmot. Fit tackle, they put that ball up there. Blake Carla, member from 21 months. Get around Queensland. Appreciate you, Blake. Get around Queensland. Stephen Butler says, why can't I watch? Because you haven't paid your money for KO, son. First tackle of the Dragons. They go right hand side. It's going to be Fine who brings it out to the 30 now. Malcolm says, I like Dragons for some reason. You'd think the Dragons win this game. Oh, well, they scored right before half time. You definitely wouldn't put it past them. Ravalawa, strong run there. Gets this ball to the... Oh, he's still going to the 40. Good run. Dad says, good job. It's so funny every time. Oh, it's a penalty Dragons. Wowee. It's so funny every single time someone says, get a job, as soon as someone asks, why can't I watch? Blake pressed the wrong button. Yeah, absolutely, Olivia. Blake Carla, member for 21 months, puts the Queen... It was meant to put the Queensland logo. That's why I changed it for him, to help the old fella out, you know? She mainly says, geez, Origin Stream for Antonio, some familiar names might come back like Sapello and Knowledge for Lyrics. Knowledge for Lyrics will never be back. I don't know why Sapello actually left. Like, it wasn't even that bad. Like, I don't know why he left. He wasn't hidden or anything like that. He just hasn't come back. So it's going to be first. Second tackle here for the Dragons. Moses Sully. Sully with a big run. Sully. Taking down 11 metres out of the line. Remember you said that about 550 times. I don't even know what he said. Out to the back, right hand side, off to DeBellin himself, taking out 8 metres out from the line, 4 tackle. Blake said I definitely pressed the right one. You definitely did not. You made a mistake, unfortunately. You did make a mistake, but it's okay. We forgive you, mate. We forgive you. We allow you to do it. Dragons now, left hand side. Fit tackle, kicks it through. It's a good kick regardless. It's going to be a dropout. Good kick regardless will be a dropout. Oh, Dragons, don't let him get out. Oh, no. It'll be a dropout. I don't even know what someone's talking about in regards to him or in regards to you either in this room, to be fair. Malcolm's 21 months of being told Titans on 1. God help him, eh? If you've been a member for nearly 2 years now, you probably need psychiatric help. If you've been a subscriber for longer than 5 years, God help you. God help yourself. Someone says poor excuses from Chihuahua Boy. Yeah, Chihuahua Boy always gives excuses. He's a muppet. Don't worry about him. He'll be here Saturday. You guys can insult him and abuse him on Saturday. That's what you can do. Why did Titans sign Palacia? Isn't your forward stacked or is it for depth? I would say it's for depth, mate. You got Bo Furman back next year. Dave Fafita in the back row. You got Jimmy Jolliffe. You've got Tina Fasil Malawi, Sammy Verrills, then Aaron Clark or Isaac Liu, because I don't know how long Isaac Liu is signed for. Second tackle here at the 32 here on the Dolphins side of the field. Dragons on the attack. Jacob Little, right hand side. Tyrell Sloan. Sloan underneath now to the Taxman. Taxman maxi pad. Left hand side. I don't know what Little's doing there. That was terrible. Still needs more ball. He's a beast. Jeez, that was a good run before from him. Right hand side here. The Taxman! The Taxman! Oh, he didn't pay his taxes on time. He got taken out at the 10. Fit tackle now. Fit tackle now. Kicks it through. Oh, Nichols with a great play. Great play there from Nichols. Lager Borsig says, I'll do the Origin stream, guys. Don't worry. Oh, I definitely worry. Definitely worry about that one. I worry so much that it won't be happening. Third tackle gets his ball to the 30. No, trust me, bunnies, you wouldn't be saying thank you, lagging. If lagging was doing the stream, you would not be saying that. Dolphins get this ball to the 40. So, of course, is he going to watch the A-League Grand Final on Saturday? Absolutely not. Fit tackle here for the Dolphins, and nobody else should be, to give a big absolute shut your mouth to Danny Townsend. I would like to say other words, but I will not. So his family says, stop calling him Taxman, hurting his poor little feelings. Taxman! So first tackle here for the Dragons. They're 25 metres out from their own line. Your same does look nice at night on your Instagram video. They keep it lit up. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Seabass is beautiful, man. I will honestly have a tear next week. First time in 7 weeks being back at home. I get to go down there every night whenever I want to. I'll probably do it tonight. But, yeah, it's always good to be around your home fans and your home people and people who are like mine rather than sitting with absolute dogs. 4 tackle at the 45. Dasman said I'd rather watch paint dry than laying a ball sacks. Bit of dog on dog. Hate there. Toned down at 30. Fit tackle. I'd rather shit my hands and clap. Fair enough. Right hand side here. Ben Mantle Fit tackle. What are they doing? What are they doing? Step wants to just run a stream with an empty chair, all chip in with some typed up comms. Yeah. We've done that before. Actually, no, we haven't. People do that. If like a stream cuts out, like the internet cuts out, people comment in that. Like, I remember we did that with basketball streams one time. And where the internet cut out in Fiji, and I thought the Chicago Bulls had already won. And I found out Jordan Poole had different thoughts about that one. Second tackle, Dolphins get this ball to the 35. What was that, Dragons? What was that? It was not much. Very much not much. All right, so the Dolphins now 4 tackled at the 45. Who's even in the A-League Grand Final? Wanderers and who? Wanderers not there, but it's the Brisbane Roar taking on nobody because we've already won the Grand Final. Bit tackled here at 38. It's just an illusion whoever's in the Grand Final right now because Brisbane Roar have already won. Just like in the NBA Finals, the Chicago Bulls have already won. So Ravalawa grabs that ball at the 10. He's still going here, Ravalawa. Oh, that's it. Jeez, you and Aiken grab him around the arm there. It was really nice work. Yusuf says go the Dragons. Well, they're struggling right now, but they're only down by 6. But they are struggling to get something going. Jordan Poole before the baddies. A-League Grand Finals, Melbourne City vs Mariners, but obviously Mariners going to win. Thank you, Late Ballsacks. We were obviously taking the piss, but thank you for being serious and letting us know what we already knew without the fact that we wanted to take the piss out of the A-League Grand Final, but thank you. Nice little run here from Jacob Little. He's having a good game here, Little. He's having a little bit of a good game. A little bit. Get it? Thank you. Right-hand side fit tackle. And Jaden Sullivan puts that ball in the air. Sullivan's not done much at all today. Neither is Salatam alone. The halves have really gone missing here with the Dragons. And Tessie New taking down at the 20. Appreciate you, Yusuf. Had no clue, Lagging. Thanks for the comment. Thank you very much, Lagging Ballsacks, for the extraordinary comment of telling us what we are. Valencia Tefare. No, it's not Valencia Tefare. Get him on! Branko Lee has a similar build, I'm not going to lie. Why is Valencia Tefare not coming on, man? Bunny says, isn't the Bulls in the NBA Finals? No, they are. They've already won. This is all playing for second now. It's the Denver Nuggets versus, more than likely, the Miami Heat. Playing for second right now. Yeah. Fun fact for you. If you didn't know that, fun fact. So Anthony Milford here. Nice little couple of steps forward because the Dragons don't feel like doing any pressure today. And good take there by Matty Feeney, but great tackle by Jermaine Sarko. Like I said, this is a very serious channel, mate. Got to keep it real. Very serious channel. And that's why we call you a Muppet, because we are very serious about that and very passionate about saying that. Melvin says, who could have predicted that Heat versus Nuggets in final? Nuggets will win. Nuggets will win the finals. I don't care who wins this series between Boston and the Heat. Nuggets will win the finals. All right, you have a good one, mate. So it's going to be 4th tackle lead for the Dragons? Yeah. And Toby Couchman brings it out at the 40. Not a great set there for the Dragons. You mean Celtics versus Nuggets? No, the Celtics are down 3-1 right now to the Heat. So I'm definitely not going to say... And they were down 0-3. Right? So I definitely will be thinking the Heat go into the finals. Oh, Nick Rima! Nick Rima's away! Nick Rima's away to the 30! He's at the 40! He gets his ball offloaded to Kenneth Bromwich. Bromwich here, cuts underneath, taking out the 45. Really well done. You said I'm a Celtics fan. Well, no. Well, no, because then you would realise that the Celtics aren't in the finals. Second tackle here. 30 minutes to go here of the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Jimmy and Buckets, Master Golf. Get around Jimmy and Buckets. Chicago Bulls legend. Left-hand side now to Isai Katoa. And Lemielu taking down 13 minutes out from the line. 4 tackle, right-hand side, Isai Katoa. Katoa gets all the way across to Milford. Milford gets it out to Kenneth Bromwich. Bromwich here to Branko Lee. Too easy, but that's a nice play. That's a nice play there for the Dolphins. You got to appreciate that one. That was actually really, really sweet. That was really, really sweet, that. So 22-12 with a kick to come. Yeah, it was clean, Blake. There was really nice work down the right side. And Jermaine Sarko goes in again. Watching the Dragons is like Gregory Eastwood run 100 metres. Yes, that is correct, EA. That is correct. But Nick Rima with a nice play there to get that rolling. And then, yeah, down the right-hand side, they just found it too easy and says Solana. Milf in with a play again. But that play from Kenneth Brumwich to a quick short ball, Branko Lee, who then gets it out to Jermaine Sarko, was really nice. Daxter Saraswati says, rest in peace, Tina Turner. The first time I became aware of the game was with her song Simply the Best. Do, do, do. Better than all the rest. Do, do. She definitely helped the game become more popular in the 80s and 90s. Oh, absolutely. Tina Turner is an absolute masterclass of a performing artist. And, yeah, she really took the game to a new level. Olivia says, pack up Dragons. I think they packed up a little bit ago already. I think they packed up at half time. That man says Greg Eastwood is Glebe Dirty Reds legend. Thank you, Dasmate. Mr. Emma said this is going to come off as a suck up, but I find you better to listen to the game than watch on KO with the lag and commentary. No, you're just saying how you feel, man. Like, I appreciate that, eh? Like, obviously, a lot of people, some people maybe not like it. That's their choice. They get it through 24-12. You know, it's with KO and whatnot. You don't get the comment section, right? You don't get the live chat. And you couldn't, on an app like that, you really couldn't have a live comment section because people would just be nutso. People would be nuts. So it would also go too fast, realistically, to have it. But, you know, it's all good fun. So I appreciate that. X Factor getting around the Titans. We love that, X Factor. We love that. Scott Johnson says, BK knows all the Broncos shirts in the stands. Yeah, because they're all Broncos fans in disguise, John! Cheer me, Scott. They are all Broncos fans in disguise. You're just a Broncos fan in disguise. You're just a Broncos fan in disguise. You are. Never says his Sarko's conversion kicking is so good to watch, honestly. Not bad. Mr. Evans has got all the slurs by fans of KH. Oh, God. If you watch the second tackle of the Dolphins at the 25, by the way. If you watch the Zarafa versus... I can't remember who it was. Zarafa fight. We streamed it. Oh, this chat was mad. Like, they had an actual chat for that one on the official thing. Not on KO, but on like a special production website, whatever. That was wild. I've never seen a more absurd comment section in my life. Right hand side now, and Milford is going to put that ball up into the air, down to the corner. Good chasing by Sarko, but good take by Finai. Finai has been slapped by Sarko all night tonight, FYI. That fight chat, that's the one, fight.tv. Fight.tv, yeah, my God. Second tackle now at the 10. Buzz is going to have a field day next year when photos of every player playing the pokies in Vegas gets out. Mate, listen, I'm going. I've got to go. Imagine a BKR Las Vegas vlog for rugby league rather than sevens. I have done a sevens one before, but that was just sevens. Like, yeah, rugby league. Oh, boy. If it's tackle here at the 30, that would get crazy. Oh, good run here by Jaden Sullivan. And then kicks it down deep. I'm not really too sure why he went deep there when well, whatever. Need a tip jar for you to go to Vegas. Well, we can do it. For my next stream, I'll put the how much should we set the tip jar at to go to Vegas for next year's games? I don't even know who'll be playing yet. How much should we say that? Start a GoFundMe. No, because you can do on here on YouTube. You can do a GoFundMe. Like, people are doing GoFundMes for their, health and well-being and all that sort of stuff. And then you've got me. Want to go to Vegas. Right hand side now. Branko Lee. Take it down to the 20. Good tackle by Sully. Any good Supercoach scores? Isaka will be on a good score. Isaka would be. Milford with a beautiful kick. Ravalawa picks it up here. Ravalawa! Oh! Good run to the 10. Let the man go to Vegas. Scott Johnson says 20k. 20k? Holy shit. Well, that's going to be a time and a half. We're going business class. 20k? We're going business class? We're staying at the Pista Resistant. We're staying at the best place that has ever existed, son. Ugh. Chuck the BKR travel vlog up. We're chucking 5K on black. Not red. You guys thought I was going to say red, on black, son. Because red is negative. Black is beautiful. Fit tackle at the 33. Dragons aren't getting any meters here. If you go look at the heart attack grill. Well, I've been to Vegas before, Mr. Emma. I was there for the Sevens. I was actually a part of the media team back in the Sevens. Well, I did media there, sorry. When I was doing a lot of Sevens tournaments and whatnot. But I was only there for 2-3 days before I went to Chicago. And I was just there for 7, so I'd go there, and I didn't really have a great deal of money at the time, so I didn't really get to go out too much, but yeah, it was good fun. It was good. Oh, Dolphins are away! Sarko's on a madness tonight. Oh, I guess he offloaded away to Marshall King. Marshall King, no penalty to the Dragons. Wow. Titans vs Broncos in Las Vegas, they would never do that. The crowd numbers, they're not going to take a game like that away, guys, because they want to take games that'll get shit crowds over there so they can potentially get more crowds there, right? Like, they're going to take Cowboys, Raiders. Dallas Cowboys, Las Vegas Raiders. That's actually not a bad shout. Cowboys, Raiders, not a bad shout. We might be like, shit, but people don't care. They don't get to go to watch it, you know what I'm saying? All right, so penalty the Dragons here. They're 35 minutes after the line. They score here. It's still game on. It's only 12 points. Circus. Well, I stayed in an Airbnb. I think I might have gone to Circus. That place stank. Excellent. So just need to win 100k in a miracle leg multi and I'll donate 10k. Oh, jeez, X Factor. My God. Nah, the criticism I would get if I put 20k as the tip jar would be mad. Let their side here. Ah! Oh my God, Milford! I know you're the milfiest milf, but holy shit, she's trying to murder him, own. Oh boy. He's just come in and slapped him so hard. The Raiders are 100% going over. They'd be dumb not to. If they don't take the Raiders over, that would be so crazy. Raiders-Broncos is perfect. No one cares about that game here, but over there, they'd be like, oh yeah, Denver Broncos versus the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, so Ravalaba now, left-hand side, forward tackle here. Jaden Sullivan off to Michael Mollo, and Mollo will get this ball 5 minutes after the line, fit tackle. Milf takes it rough. Oh, mate, Milf likes it rough for sure, does, mate. You gotta love a Milf that likes it rough. Oh, no, that kick was so bad. Oh, Jared Wallace is away now. Off the testing you. That kick was so bad. Scott John says, what was that, G's Dragons? I don't even want to begin to explain what I just witnessed there from the El Dragons. So third tackle now for the Dolphins. They're 35 minutes out from their own line. They're so bad, Joe says. They are so bad. Angus Fall says, Sarko has to be the most improved player in the comp. Yep. He's been very good. I don't know if the most improved player in the comp, but he's been very good, yeah. So Dolphins here to Jared Wallace, and Wallace, with one of the worst dummies that I've ever seen in my life, gets taken down fit tackle at the halfway point, starts humping the ground. And up it goes here. And oh, Dragons. First to zero tackle here. 3 minutes out from the line. I can't even speak. I cannot speak, mate. Oh, no. Oh, no, Dragons. Oh, no. First tackle here, 30 minutes out. I just cannot speak, mate. I cannot speak, man. Branko Lee, man. Taking down 5 minutes after the line. Second tackle. Just score, Dolphins. Put us out of our misery. Put us out of our misery, Dolphins. The Dragons. Stick a fork in them because they're done. Stick a fork in them. They are done. Marshall King let that side here to Milford. Milford here to Asai Katoa. Katoa at the back. Oh, Dragons. Not bad defense actually there. That's actually pretty good. Forward tackle 10 minutes out. Dragons that hunt is what Broncos are like without Reynolds, except Dragons is much worse. We'll find that out, the answer to that on Saturday. Jared Wallace taken down 10 minutes out from the line. Fit tackle. Blow the ref. Blow the ref, I said. Holy damn. Oh, no. Oh! Dropout coming up. I said blow the ref. Zach said blow the whistle, ref. I'm sick of this game. He did not say blow the ref. He did not say that. But nice get there from Milford. Milford's had a pretty good game here. Oh, dear. And, oh, that should be a knock-on. Oh, you'd say knock-on Dragons, if anything, because he does grab it and then knocked out. But, yeah. Should be drop out. Angus says they basically have to score 4 tries to win because Lomax most likely misses all the conversions. Oh, like, I disagree with that one because you've seen old mate grab it from the Dragons and grab it, and then, hold on, let's have a look here. So it's touched first there from the Dragons, Tyrell Sloan. So that should be a knock-on from the Dragons, not from the Dolphins. That should have absolutely been a Dolphins ball regardless because Tyrell Sloan's clearly grabbed that. And he, like, that was very clearly a knock-on from Sloan. That's bullshit. How does the bunker review that and not see that? I'd say the Jerry Marshall King or Milford to be man of the match. I'd say Marshall King right now, but Milford's been very good. 20 minutes to go here of the game, guys. 20 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Don't forget, we'll be here for every game this weekend. Late Chase is good call. Ref, I'll blow his whistle for that one. Thank you, mate. I would like the Dragons to score so that this next 20 minutes can at least be interesting. Left-hand side. Someone kicks the through for Tyrell Sloan. Oh, the ball bounce! Oh, good take there by NRL. No, that's not a high tackle. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. That's been milked. Yeah, bring Tefare on. Valencia Tefare. Your defense is terrifying. Valencia Tefare. Na. Get him on! I want some Supercoach points, man. What's this bullshit? That is high. I'm an idiot. That was definitely high against Tyrell Sloan. Sloan's had a messy game. Sloan's a messy player. Please get Valencia Tefare on. Please get the Valencia Tefare on. Oh, please get Tefare on. Mr. says, don't diss Dwayne. He's a god amongst men. Dwayne's a muppet. Left-hand side now for the Dolphins. Jermaine Sagra taken down. 43 metres out of the line. Domingo says, Channel 9 is screwed. The live is off. Oh, well, we're on. Oh, you worry. Left-hand side, Marshall King gives it off here to Ray Stone, who'll be taken down 35 metres out from the line. What's the penalty count? I'm not complaining, I'm just wondering. I wouldn't be complaining, considering that shouldn't have been your ball just before. But I think it'd probably be more in favour of the Dolphins for sure, but the Dragons have been ill-disciplined. Good tackle there by Ravalawa and Ewan Aiken, taking down 30 metres out from the line. 4th tackle. Right-hand side, Herman S.A. 20 metres out from the line. 5th tackle. Marshall King. NRL. Oh, 5th tackle. Why? Why you do this? Why you do this? Turnover. Easy play. Hey, when's the Taxman going to come on the field? Does the Taxman decide to play today, or is he playing like Valencia Tefare? First tackle. Yeah, I need the Dragons to score, otherwise this is going to be such a dead next 19 minutes. It'll be so dead. I tell you what, the next time I do go back to Vegas, though, like I will get some. Oh, left hand side of the Dragons for their side. Sully! Oh, taking down at 35. Domingo says just listening to UN's head for the score update. Oh, that's good. Well, the score's live on the screen. And good run here by Jack DeBellin. DeBellin's away here. Good run. 40. He's still going! Oh, what a strip! Oh, DeBellin, no. Oh, that's a huge play there by Canelli Lemelu. That was such a great run by DeBellin, and then to lose that ball 1-1 on the tackle. Dragons, welcome back. St George fans. It's not looking great to get off the bottom of the table right now. 3rd tackle. Just when the Dragons are getting a good run, they miss an opportunity. They've had a couple of opportunities in the second half, but they just, every time they get it, they just choke it away. 4th tackle for the Dolphins. 35 metres out, right inside Milford. Milford at the 30. Milford! Oh, he's been good today. Really solid. 5th tackle, 22 metres out. Marshall King gets it at the back here to the floor. Herman Ese, Isai Katoa. Terrible kick. Ravalawa grabs that ball 5 metres out from the line. Actually, I quickly want to go have a look here. What does this mean for the Dolphins if they win this game? So provided they win by 12, they go to plus 13, they would stay in 6th. They would need to score another 12 points to go above the Storm. But the Storm have to bye, so it don't really matter. The Storm have to bye. Anyone want a freeze-dried Skittle? What on earth are you talking about, Olivia? You had too much to drink tonight, Olivia. Too much to drink. Hey, you sit with Alex? You sit with Alex, our local Tigers alcoholic? 5th tackle at 33. Could go for a pizza. Oh, now we're talking. Oh no, Mbai's coming on. Finn's fitting and coming. I don't want to see Mbai. I want to see Valencia Tefari. Wayne's gone to sleep, hasn't he? I think everyone's gone to sleep, Daz. I'm thinking and believing, and I'm leaving that everyone's asleep. I think Olivia says it's Thursday. Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's Saturday somewhere in the universe, isn't it? You can't argue with that. It is Saturday somewhere in the universe, isn't it? It's Friday night at 5 p.m. somewhere in the universe. It's the correct answer. That's how you got to think of it. No, Jam, not reading it out. So 4th tackle here, 45 metres out. They go right-hand side, the Dolphins, and Milf, the sexiest Milf in the business. And Sloan makes a mistake. You're a silly man, Jay. You think I don't know what you're saying? You think I don't know? You didn't have to remove it, bro. Olivia says, not when I have work tomorrow. Hey, listen. That sounds like excuses to me. I've gone to work drunk before. I don't work there anymore, but I did. So right-hand side, Telltale Moan. I'm going to take him down at the 40. Jaden Sullivan gives it off in the most boring pass to Moses Mbai. He's turning it on. Good run. At the 50, 5th tackle, 15 minutes to go. We need a try for the Dragons to keep this game interesting. And Jaden Sullivan said, we'll just give it a basic kick down to the corner. Take some risks, boys, you know. This is I work with children, so yes, I have an excuse. Please don't drink around children. Please don't drink around children. So that's my life advice for you. I know you're begging right now to be able to drink, but I'm telling you, please don't do that around children. Chippy tells us Blake Harler about the best. What? Blake's not even here. He was here ages ago. What? Blake commented about put the chip jar for the rights to stream the game as well. I didn't even see that comment. What are you talking about? All right, so it's going to be Dolphins now. 4th tackle, 35 metres out from the... Sorry, 5th tackle, 35 metres out from the line. Right inside, gives it off. Jar says, hey guys, oh mate, please don't get your gun out on me, please. Don't get the guns out. Grayson Livingston says, I've gone to work higher before. Told my boss it was to suit the vibe since it was a bounce. He didn't like that reasoning much. You know, if you... No, I'm not going to make the joke I'm going to make. No, I'm not going to do it. Expert says, don't go to work drunk, guys, unless you're going to be live streaming commentary for Origin and have to deal with Muppets in the chat. So you're trying to tell me to go get drunk? You're trying to tell me to get drunk for Origin? No way. There's no way that'd happen. 3rd tackle here. Good offload there by Masilla. And then Mbai. The taxman! The taxman's still going! Oh, jeez, he's good at his taxes, that guy. Jeez, he's good. So, please don't, Demetrius. Settle down, Demetrius. 5th tackle at the 40. Borders' Dragons have to score next to reduce gap by a try. Thank you, Border. Thank you, Border. Oh! Good take by Tessie New. Get Valencia Tefari on the field! Actually, you know what? Don't get him on the field because he's not going to score any points and then his break-even is going to be ruined. Actually, does zero still... Does that make him a 0 score? Which would screw him in regards to his break-even because he's still selected for the team but didn't get played in the game? I think it would, wouldn't it? This would count as a game for him, wouldn't it? That's going to screw a lot of people if that's the case. He had a minus 56 break-even. Oh my God, that's painful to watch, Daz, mate. You've just hurt my feelings. John Moran says New South Wales is going to beat Queensland. I am from New South Wales. We don't need to know what's going on in your private life, mate. So 3rd tackle here for the... 3rd tackle here for the Dolphins. They're 20 metres out from their own line. I got him too. Yeah, well... at least he's going to go with some money, but he could have gone up so much money. Fourth tackle, 25 metres out. Exactly right, Grayson. He's actually from Memphis. You are not actually from New South Wales. You're not from New South Wales. You are from Memphis, Tennessee. But you ain't the only 10 I see. Actually, to be fair, you are the only 10 I see. 10 years in prison. So Dolphins now get his ball down to the corner. I still can't believe Ja Moran's like that. Like, everyone tries to get out of the hood. And he came from a good family home. And tries to get into the hood. Muppet. Truly. So first tackle of the Dragons, 22 metres out. This has been the most boring 10 minutes of a game that has ever happened in history. Second tackle. Leave me some skills to finish. Well, Jays are too. Dragons take it down. Josh Kerr, 35 metres out. Frank's the second half better than the first. Nah, first half was more fun to watch at this point. Anyway, that's actually gone backwards. That should be fine. Oh, I thought that went backwards, to be fair. Challenge that from the Dragons. May as well. May as well. Oh, this might still not go over. I just realised. Considering how high the first half was, the second half hasn't had many points. Not point. I think one try, that's it. I don't think this touches the... Oh, yeah. I think this is a knock-on, actually. I know Milford touches it, so at least it's a 6 again for the Dragons, but I think... Well, you can't see from that angle commentary. Settle down, mate. This angle will show it. Yeah, it's a knock-on. Oh, you can't tell me that wouldn't be classed as a knock-on there. From Bunker. Settle down. It's still going forward. Yeah, it's definitely knock-on. James, yeah, I need 45.5 points. Ooh, you would have thought you were pretty much done by the end of the first half too, but second half has been just an absolute travesty. There was videos of him hanging around Crips before NBA, but like still, you're getting paid $30 million a year, pipe down. Yeah, exactly right. What? They're saying that ball goes backwards. That's a horrific call. Challenge successful is wild. That was pretty clearly a knock-on from the Dragons. Shut up, Nate. Good call, Bunker. Come on, Dragons. Wicket me. That is such a horrid call. Bunker doing Bunker things. Bunker doing Bunker things. Jump races up the Bunnies. No, you are a Memphis Grizzlies fan. You're not a Bunnies fan. Hopefully we'll make a game. Yeah, look, I'm glad. No, then you get all these dolphin fins. Thursday refs strike again. Yeah, Thursday's got like a curse for just dreadful reffing. But then again, like the game hasn't been decided by reffing, but like it's still noticeable. The tax man taking out the 50. Ugh. I don't think I've ever seen a man better at his taxes than the tax man, Zach Lomax. I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't think so. Dragons now, second tackle. Good running by Josh Kerr, still pumping the legs. Tiago says, I will win my bet. Thanks, Dolphins. I wouldn't celebrate too early, mate. It's still 11 minutes to go. Like, you probably should win, but in the same sense, it's still 11 minutes to go, mate. I've seen well and truly crazy shit happen than 2 tries in 11 minutes. Taltar Moan, still faking it off. Gives it out to Jaden Sullivan. Sullivan here's Harold Sloan. Underneath to Jaden Hunt, maybe? Never say never, man. Oh, yeah. Right-hand side, out to DeBellin. He's 30 metres out, gives it off to Amon. Amon here. Fit tackle, 25 metres out. 10 minutes to go here in the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. As a Titans fan, I can tell you, don't ever think the game's over. Mozambique, rubber low, man! Oh, he's been so poor for Supercoach. I don't even want to talk about Supercoach right now. But listen, the Fudder not getting brought on. Ravalawa knocking more balls on than humanly possible is what I'll say there. Great playing by you, Goose. Get what my email says. Big old Goosey McGoose. 10 minutes to go. It's hard to feel the Origin high right now. Are you going to the Brisbane game? Yes, game 2. I probably will be at Max Watson. Probably. Even if not, I'll be right here with you guys. I'll definitely be here on Wednesday with you guys. Second tackle for the Dolphins at 25. Well, pretty much everyone tipped the Dolphins to win, and you are going to be correct, Mundo, you would assume. You would assume. You're just going to have a look at that Rabbitohs versus Panthers game and tell you everything you need to know. Roosters versus Rabbitohs games back in the day, or every single Titans game back in the now. Blake, I actually beat you last week. Tell you that. Or did I? No, I got less than you. I think I got 1,367 or something like that. Which is pretty sexy nonetheless. Borders says, mistake after mistake. Come on, Dragons, do something. Get the stick out. Right inside to Milf and Milf puts that ball in the air. Why would you expect anything different from the Dragons, though? Oh, no. They're going to say backwards there. I'm okay with that one being backwards. Sloan, well done, mate. You lost 15 metres in that play. Well done, Sloan. You literally lost 15 metres in that play. Ravalawa, get me some Supercoach points. Good run of the 15. Blake says, we're both just sexy then. Bacon says, you know firsthand about knowing a game's never over against one of these teams. Well, yeah, that's the joke I just made, Bacon. Thank you. That's the joke that I literally just made. But thank you for getting there after me. And well done, mate. Moses Sully can take it out at 32. It's also against every team, not just the Dolphins. On the right-hand side, he gives the ball off to DeBellin. DeBellin now. Oh, no, Dragons. Oh, holy shit. This Dragons team is so poor. Chocolate Love says go to Dolphins. There you go. Murder says, it plays the Dragons so bad that I'm surprised he didn't have an aneurysm yet. Well, I kind of did. I went speechless before. That's bedtime, Livy says. That is bedtime. Good night to everyone who doesn't want to watch the last 7 minutes 45 of this train wreck. Left hand side of the Dolphins decide to control to Milford. Milford kicks it through. That will be a dropout. That will be a dropout. Sunspot says, could you imagine how bad the Dragons would be without Hunt? I wonder. Maybe I just look at this game and realise Ben Hunt's not playing. So maybe that's me imagining by watching the current game that we're watching with the Dragons playing without Ben Hunt. Benjamin of the Hunt. But thank you, Star Wars fanboy, for trying to help us imagine something that we're currently watching. Jimmy Taylor says Dragons definitely playing like wooden spoons tonight. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Shaw King actually isn't good. Isn't good. Get watch something now says, I'm going to stop tipping the Dragons. I'd actually be in the top 10 in the tipping comp if I didn't. Yeah, well, I'm going to keep tipping against the Dragons. Oh, I tipped the Dragons last week, to be fair, but I tipped the Dolphins this week. I did tip the Dragons against the Chooks, but that's because the Chooks are dreadful this year. Chocolate Love says Dolphins, let's go. Who did you support last year, Chocolate Love? I was just curious. Was it the Broncos? Isai Katoa, the need to Nikorima. Still going here. Nikorima still going here. And crunched a great tackle there by Josh Kerr. Jeez, that's a good tackle. To be fair, Josh Kerr probably should start over the likes of Michael Mollo. Mollo's done nothing. Neither Mollo's done anything tonight, to be fair. Call him out. Come on. Who do you go? Milford! Field goal! No. Still going in, Milford. Still going in. Oh, Dragons defense. Go up on him, man. Oh, Marky Nichols with a kick. Oh, Matty Fine. He's away. Fine's still going here, Fine. Fine! Oh, crunch by I've got to give Milford man of the match. I've got to give Milford man of the match at the moment. What happened there? It looked like everyone stopped from the Dolphins. Right inside. He Ravalawa. Taking out the 40. Josh joined the Dolphins, so it's giving you a taste of what's on next year. We're going to do this because you're obviously here to troll, bro. So we'll see you after. We'll see you after. They're away. They're away. Sullivan taking down the 20. Oh, Sullivan. It's not like the Dolphins have been great this last 15 minutes. The Dragons have had many opportunities and they keep knocking the ball on. Oh, Josh Kerr joined the Dolphins as he misremember. He's the Nick shoulder. Oh, no. It just doesn't matter because the Dragons win. They don't deserve to win today. Neither do the Dolphins, really, but the Dolphins more so. Dragons really tanking for Victor Wembanyama at this point. I'm just tanking for Vanessa Tefaro to play at least 4 minutes this game. I would love the Dolphins to go for a field goal here. Go for a field goal. Just for Jay's sake, you know? Just for Jay Hayes' mental health. But this is horrible. Dragons lose again. Chance of wooden spoon high. Very high. They'll compete with the Cowboys for a good offload, even though it goes to the ground. UNA can now go for the field goal. 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 I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Oh, charged down by the Dragons. 6 again coming up. I was actually right. They were going for the field goal. I was actually right. Oh, penalties. Holy shit. Screw me drunk and call me Stacey. The Dragons, man. Penalties to the Dolphins, if you didn't know. Game over. Like, good charge down, but holy shit. Oh, yeah, that was definitely a crusher. Let Rose Stone take the kick. No, let Valencia Tefare take the kick. Oh. My Supercoach team this week is gonna suck Ola. That's actually go to bed. It is actually go to bed, Olivia. Go to bed. Just get out of here. Get out of here. That's a nice message. Did you say compete with Dragons and Spoon? Yeah, Cowboys, Tigers. Honestly, if the Roosters don't smarten their act up, they could be down there too. Bulldogs will definitely be there. Truly, if the Roosters don't smarten their act up, they'll be down there. Oh, Valencia Tefare comes on, eh? Oh, wow, 3.5 minutes. Why don't you just screw everyone? Why don't you just screw everyone, Supercoach Wayne, and play Valencia Tefare for 3.5 minutes? If he doesn't score a try, I'm flipping out. I'm flipping out. He comes on for Ewan Aiken. Look at all those Broncos fans in disguise. Look at them all. Price rise is ruined. Thanks, Wayne. Well, it's like we still get a price rise, Mason, but now it's like you have to trade him out because he's going to have a huge break even or whatever. He's going to have a bit... Oh, they're all offside in the kick. Okay! Give him the ball. They've got a chance here. If he scores, I'm taking my shirt off. If he scores, I'm taking my shirt off and I'm running around. If Valencia Tefare scores on this set, I'm not doing that, FYI. I'm not doing that. But I'll get happy. I will get happy. Wayne was versing someone with Val this week. Yeah, me. He's probably versing me, the old Bennett. The old... Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, so there's a chance here. What side is he on? Is he on the left or right side? He is on the right side of the field. All right. No, that's Bronco Lee. Again, I get confused between the two. If he scores, put a pin in. So he's on the left side of the field. Where is he? Tits out for Valencia. Marshall King, give the ball to him. Left hand side here. Ray Stone, you selfish man. Give him the ball. 25 minutes out of the line. Right hand side of Sakatoa. Milford to Bronco Lee. Go the other side. No! It's Saga 5 minutes out. Now switch it. Get the ball to Valencia Tefare. Save our Supercoach weeks. No, Kenneth Bromwich. 4 tackle. 10 minutes out from the line. This is bullshit, Dolphins. Give him the ball. Give him the ball. Milford. Katoa. Valencia Tefare. Ah! Oh, no. It was so close. There's still a chance. There's still a chance if it's Tefare. Oh, I thought that was the one. I thought we had it. Oh, I hate you, Tyrell Sloan. I would not let you father my children, Sloan. And, alright, here we go. Oh! Ugly high tackle. Okay, first tackle here. Where is he? First tackle of the Dolphins. They're 11 minutes out. Taxman, get off him. Okay, Tefare! Go, Big Papa! Oh, man. 5 minutes out of the line. Jeez, he's a Big Papa. Here we go. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here, guys. Marshall King and Marky Nichols for a double. Ooh, third tackle. Marshall King wasn't watching. Nichols had the ball free, though. Okay, here we go. Go left to Tefare. Out the back here. Oh, Tefare! They're trying so hard to get him the ball as well. They are. They're trying so hard to give him a try. Out the back here to Bromwich. Oh, you silly, silly Storm cheating man. Sully now gets his ball out to the 20. Sully's been decent for the Dragons tonight. 11 seconds to go here. I hate you, Wayne Bennett. I hate you, Tyrell Sloan. I hate you, Wayne Bennett. I hate whoever was in discussion for Valente Tevara to not get on the field. Oh my God, he's going to get 40-20. Oh no, he's not. And there we go. That is the end of the game. 26-12 to the Dolphins. They win by 14 points. A lot of people predicted them to win by 14 points. And there we go. They do it. That would mean that the Dolphins now will move up from 6th place all the way up until 6th place. They do not go up. They win by 14, so that means they're on plus 15 right now, which is still 9 points behind the Storm, who have the bye, and the Broncos are plus 77, so it doesn't really matter there. The Dragons, oh no. They go from minus 45 down to minus 55, minus 59. So Dragons not looking too great right now. They are in last, and that is a horrific loss for them because now they're going to be 8 points behind the top 8. Yeah, that's not great for them. But there you go, guys. We'll be back tomorrow night, which I believe is the Eels game versus the Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken. It is Eels-Cowboys tomorrow night at CommBank Stadium in Sydney. I'll be here an hour early to chat away with you guys and talk about that game. Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. You better be, son. You better be. All right, thanks for watching. Catch you later. Boop. See ya.